Good morning, one and all. Present on this virtual platform, Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Krishna, Director NIT Calicut, Professor Mugeraya, Honorable Director NIT Goa, respected Registrar, my dear colleagues, and the newly admitted B.Tech students. I, on behalf of NIT Goa, welcome you students, and I would like to congratulate you for selecting this institute as your alma mater for the coming 4 years. And we are thankful to your parents because they had faith in us. And I assure you that my colleagues and I would assist you in nurturing your goals. We will not leave you disheartened. Rather, you will be given scopes to materialize your dreams. With this note of optimism, I welcome you all once again. May I now take the honor of introducing the dignitaries of today's program. Let me begin with our chief guest, Professor Krishna. Professor Prasad Krishna has a rich professional experience for more than 38 years as an academician, researcher, design engineer, administrator, and heartfulness meditation trainer. He has a PhD in manufacturing engineering from the prestigious University of Michigan, M.Tech in machine tools engineering from IIT Madras, and B.Tech in mechanical engineering from NIT Surathkal. And I must mention here that he was awarded gold medal and several awards for his academic brilliance when he was the student of NIT Surathkal. And he was also awarded silver medals at IIT Madras. Professor Krishna had served prestigious organizations like TVS Sundaram Clayton Private Limited, Hosur, as trainee engineer, Gas Turbine Research Establishment DRDO, Bengaluru, as scientist B, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, ISRO, Thiruvananthapuram, as scientist SP, HMT Limited, Kochi, as design engineer, NIT Calicut, as professor of mechanical engineering, National Institute of Singapore as research assistant, University of Michigan as a visiting researcher investigator, and graduate student research assistant. All India Council for Technical Education as Advisor 1, Quality Assurance Bureau, and Member Secretary in India. Professor Krishna had represented India in various quality assurance forum and International Engineering Alliance meetings held at Hong Kong in 2005, Tokyo in 2006, and Washington, DC in 2007. He had made several presentations about Indian technical education and quality assurance and accreditation related issues in collaboration with several national and international organizations and charitable societies like British Council, Canadian High Commission, Irish Embassy, Edu France, New Zealand High Commission, Confederation of Indian Industry, Ministry of Power, ASUCAM, Fiji, EFSI, ISTE, DST, FIEO, and IE, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of IT and Communications, and so on. He is also the recipient of several honors and awards for academic brilliance and has published more than 120 articles in various journals and conference proceedings in India and abroad, and supervised 10 PhDs, several M.Tech dissertations, and currently guiding 5 PhD scholars. He is the member of the various professional organizations like ASM, ISD, CSI, Institution of Engineers. Besides, he had served as board member in the various national institutes, namely NIT Kurukshetra, NIT Jalandhar, SBNIT Surat, and had represented India in the University Quality Assurance International Board of the Government of Dubai from 2008 to 2015. He is currently serving as member of the Academic Council of various engineering colleges in the country. At present, Professor Krishna is working as a full-time senior professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at the prestigious National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, Surathkal, his alma mater, where he had earlier served as chairman of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Dean, Alumni Affairs and Institutional Relations, and project coordinator of the World Bank-funded TechWIP project. Since 18th October 2021 onwards, as per the order of the Honorable President of India, Professor Krishna has been appointed as the Director, National Institute of Technology, Calicut, an institution of national importance established by the Parliament of India. So we are indeed happy to have him with us on this day. Thank you, sir, for giving us consent. May I now take the honor of introducing our director to you. Professor Gopal Mugeraya obtained his B.Tech and M.Tech in chemical engineering from NITK Surathkal with gold medal and obtained his PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Further, he obtained his postdoctoral degree from the University of California, Riverside, US. He had served in ITK Surathkal for 28 years in various capacities as professor, as HOD, as chief warden, as Dean Academics, Dean Planning and Development, Dean Students Welfare, and BOG member. Professor Mugeraya has guided 10 PhD students and 187 M.Tech students. He also published 75 research papers in international journals in the area of chemical engineering. He was invited to teach as visiting professors at Asian Institute of Technology, Bangkok, Monash University, Australia, CPSC, Manila. He also served as an advisor to AICT and chairman of Pollution Control Board, Karnataka. Before joining NIT Goa as the director, he had served as the director of NIT Agartala and the director of NIT Mizoram. He was instrumental in building the campus of NIT Agartala, which is now the best NIT in the Northeast region. He was the chief coordinator of an ambitious project of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the first to introduce M.Tech program in industrial biotechnology in India at NITK Surathkal. Professor Mugeraya had a special privilege of being one of the technical experts accompanying President of India, late Pranab Mukherjee, during his official tour to China in the last May 2016, wherein the Chinese universities and the Indian Institutes of National Importance signed MOUs. He was invited to attend the BRICS Energy Conference in 2018 at Moscow, presided by the President of Russia, Sir Vladimir Putin. He is now in the process of building the new campus of NIT Goa at Konkoling. So with this, may I now request our Honorable Director, sir, to address the newly admitted students.
A very good morning, friends. Namaskar. Greetings to each one of you on this special occasion of the orientation program for the first year students. I welcome each one of your young students who are joining the portals of NIT Goa today. Also, a special welcome to the proud parents who are responsible for making their work to enter this prestigious institution. More so, it's a great privilege for me to welcome the chief guest of today's function, my very good friend, Dr. Prasad Krishna, the director of NIT Calicut. We were together from B.Tech days. In fact, NIT Surathkal, I belong to 82 batch, he belonged to 83 batch. We were together in the hostel. Then he obtained his M.Tech from IIT Chennai and then went to US and served as a professor at NIT Calicut. Again came back to Surathkal. We are together as a professor for 10 years. Very good friends. We were deep together. And now he is heading institution Calicut. I'm heading NIT Goa. The only difference is I'm heading an institution which is only 10-year-old. It's not even reached a teenage, but he is heading an institution which has crossed the retirement age. So different challenges for different directors. On behalf of NIT Goa family, Professor, I welcome to this function. Thanks for sparing your valuable time. In fact, Prasad Krishna is very busy because he just performed his son's marriage, very busy with his family, but He didn't say no to me, and I'm blessed. We are all blessed to have this today. Thank you, Prasad.
Thank you.
At the outset, friends, the young first-year students, congratulations to each one of you, because you are the top 5% of the students who are lucky and deserving to get into this NIT system. More so, I should congratulate the parents for the reason that the parents, they have sacrificed their 5 years of fruitful life for you. Moment a student comes to the 8th standard, parents are more worried and more occupied for the students, their ward or the child, to see that they should reach the goal. In fact, they sacrifice many of their personal comforts. In fact, I have seen many parents don't invite the guest when the child and their kids are in 9th, 10th or 11th standard, because they want their children to be undisturbed and attain the goal. So having said so, it's the duty of each one of you to get detached. This is called as detachable attachment. You should allow your parents to enjoy the holiday. You ask them to go for a foreign holiday. Now it's difficult because of Corona. Others at least ask them to go for a holiday and enjoy their life. We are here to take care of you because teachers are the second parents. So we'll assure you that we will do the best possible for you in another 4 years. Friends, you are going to be in NIT Goa for another 1,246 days. Your days are numbered unless you decide to do M.Tech or PhD at NIT Goa. So each day matters for you, should be fruitful. Now, if you look back, you have been, for the last 12 years, you have been the convent type of education, where the type of teaching learning process is different. Now you are entering the institution like NIT Goa, where the dimension of teaching learning process is different. From the teacher-centric process, you are going to the student-centric process. All these days, you are bothered about answering the questions. Now you have to question the answer. It was a physical mode, now it's a virtual mode. It is to be end-term examination, now to be continuous examination. It is to be closed book examination, now it's going to be open book examination. You'll be preparing for assignments and job before, now you have to prepare for your profession. More so previously you are bothered about eat and omit. Now you should bother about eat and digest. Whatever you synthesize, what the information you get, you should synthesize the knowledge out of it. As rightly said, education is not pumping the information to your brain, but it is a systematic training of mind to think. Exactly, it's called as education. There will be new challenges for you. I'm very sure you are blessed with very good faculty here. Later part of this program, the respected deans, Dean Academic, Dean SW, HOD of Electrical, HOD of Electronics and Communication, HOD of Civil, everybody will be addressing you. They're all very qualified faculty members. They are from got degree from the esteemed institution like IIT, IIC. They are going to be with you. But the difference is that you should be like a honeybee. It's a duty to see that the honeybee always goes to the best flowers, get the best, and then survive. You should not become a housefly where you go to the gutter. So always use the best professors, get your best knowledge from them, and see that you will reach the excellence. So far, it's logically that if you want to crack a JD, you are bothered about the marks. I have an equation called equation of energy. It's called as E equal to mc squared, where E is energy, m is the mass, and c is the velocity of energy, a velocity of light. But now we are writing a same equation for a different context called the equation of education, where E is called as E mc squared. E is education, m is a marks, c is a character. So it's not only scoring high marks is important, you have developed a domain character with you, which will take you to the better height. Friends, it's always said that there are 4 phases of life in life. First 12 years, the education, then 12 years, your professional experience, then 12 years of administrative experience, and 12 years of your retired life. Now, you are entering the world which is very competitive. If you see, 98% of the students, when they enter the LKG, they have different orientation towards the life. Unfortunately, our education system and the peer interaction is so bad that when they come to the 12th standard, 98% of the students will have only one aim, that they should crack JE, crack NEET, and get into the allied institution. There's nothing wrong in it, but you should define yourself what you are going to be at the end of the day. And this is a platform. NIT Goa is a platform giving a ladder for you to climb up to the destination what you want to reach. Because in life, destination is not important. The journey is important. More so, journey with a good company is more important. Now, previously, you will be learning a lot in the classroom. But when you enter into a professional institution like NIT Goa, you will be the admixture of the students from all over India. NIT is like a mini India. You will get students from across the country with a different cultural background, the family background. It's up to you to engulf the best quality from each one of them and then redefine your personality. Because you've been always in the company of few of your friends. Now it's the time you have to come out and then excel. Friends, when we see a caterpillar, nobody could imagine that a caterpillar can grow into a beautiful butterfly with different colors. It's a metamorphosis which makes a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. So we are doing the metamorphosis at NIT Goa to convert you into a beautiful butterfly with the flying colors so that you will excel in the domain of knowledge. But so far, you have been always concentrating on the study in the classroom. But when you come to a professional college, what you study in the classroom is only 1/4. As rightly said I repeat this in the Upanishad, it says that Acharya Padamadade, Padam Shishya Sametya, Padam Sabramacharabhya, Padam Kalam Kramecha. It says that Acharya Padamadade, only 1/4 of your knowledge, domain knowledge, you get from your teacher or classroom. Padam Shishya Sametya, that means the remaining 1/4 you will get from your own merit, your own competence. Padam Sabramacharabhya, the remaining 1/4 you will get with the interaction of good friends, peer interaction. Padam Kalakrameta, that means the remaining 1/4 you will get the knowledge because of the journey of life. That's why in our logo of NIT Goa, we said Savidyaya Vimukte. That means that the knowledge what we impart to the student should help them to come out of the clutches of the challenges of life. You should really address the real focus on what are exactly the problems you face in the life. Friends, we'll be giving a cake as education. All of you will be trained very well. But it's up to you to add the icing on the top of this cake so that you will excel later. Don't form the opinion of the system very fast, because opinion is a function of time and function of place. The opinion should change. It's a dynamic process. So, I would like to mention one point which has really impressed me a lot. You must have heard about the Gurukula education. Now, unfortunately, because the system has changed, the context also changed. Now, there was a guru, there's a Gurukula, and there is a guru, and he had 10 students under him called Shishyas. Now, they were doing very well. Unfortunately, out of 10 students, Shishyas, 9 were doing extremely well, 1 was not doing well academically, as well as his ideas, his movements, his characteristics were different. So all the 9 were very much hurt and they were disturbed because of this one boy. So they went to Guru and said, "Sir, we are getting terribly disturbed because of this one boy. He is not behaving properly. He is creating a nuisance for us and he is not allowing us to study and he is not allowing us to gather knowledge." And they again said, "Suppose if you don't send him out of this Gurukula, we are going out of this Gurukula." They challenged. Guru smilingly said, "Look, gentlemen, you're all very good boys. If I send you out of this Gurukula, you will not harm this society further. But if I send this boy out, he'll spoil the society. So I would say that I will not send this boy out of this Gurukula unless I change his attitude, make him a good student. This is the concept of the Gurukula system. Unfortunately, the present convent education, if one boy's mistakes is done, his parents will be called and harassed, and finally, not only they'll use TC, he will be made tarnished so bad. So this is exactly what I would say. We always address the student in totality. Even if a student do some mistakes, we will not bother about what he has done. We are bothered about why he has done. It's very important because your actions are function of time. Because as a teenager, you are bound to make mistakes. It's the duty of teacher to find out why a student is behaved like that. If that is addressed, half of the problem is solved. My teachers are well trained and they'll be with you. Rest assured that at the end of the day, what we want is that when you come out of after 4 years, we want a well-deserving degree in your hand, a smile on your face to show your proud parents that you have come out with your degree. With these few words, I wish each one of you a great success in your life. As a head of institution, I should say a few words about NIT Goa. It's mandatory. Of course, my colleagues will explain you what is in the store. But few things about NIT Goa. NIT Goa started about 10 years back. We are still at temporary campus in Farmagudi. Our permanent campus is getting ready. I'm very sure it will be ready by December. But because of the COVID pandemic, it got delayed. Definitely, it will be ready by May. And very sure next semester, your academic activity will be in the new campus. Now, having said so, we never sacrificed our teaching learning process. We are in a temporary campus. Because of excellence in teaching learning process, we got the NRF rank consistently less than 100, 77 and 85, which is remarkably good. In fact, we are the second amongst the new NITs in India in terms of teaching learning process. We have almost about 600 students and about more than 100 PhD students. In this convocation, which is going to be held on 23rd, we are graduating almost 16 PhD students. And for the last 4 years, we have published about 380 international journals, and each faculty has got 4 PhD students. And we always feel that research should be the integral part of teaching learning process, which is so. And our placement is excellent, more than 95%. Actually, computer science electronics is very good, about 100%. Our placement officer will be the details. And Samsung has taken student. Recently, more than 10 students got Samsung with a CTC of 20 lakhs. And our student got selected to the Prime Minister's scholarship also. Many have gone abroad. All the details are uploaded to the our website. And it's a small institution, but still we really not only care for you, we will be the part of your growth. With these few words, I once again thank Prasad Krishna for sparing their valuable time, and also the parents who are with us. And you be relaxed. We are there with you to take care of your ward and see that he'll come out with the flying covers. And thank you very much. All the best. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Thank you very much, sir, for your motivating words. And I hope our new members must have noted your valuable advices. And we promise you that we will help you to transform for a better future, and your metamorphosis starts from today. So with this, I would like to thank our director, sir, once again. May I now request our chief guest, Professor Prasad Krishna, to address our newly admitted B.Tech students. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for the kind words of introduction. Namaste to all. Honorable Director, my good friend, Professor Gopal Mugeraya, faculty, staff, and senior students of NIT Goa, members of the media, the most important, the fresh graduates who are joining the B.Tech program in this prestigious institution, and that is made possible by the commitment and tireless efforts of their parents. Hearty welcome to the graduating batch of 2025. You will be known as the graduating batch of 2025. Friends, before I begin my formal address, I would like you to walk through a small experience. I request all of you gently close your eyes, sit straight and relax. Be calm, be cool. There are no worries anywhere. Just scan all parts of your body from head to toe. Relax. Complete Vishranti. Let go of any tension anywhere, any part of your body. Scan from toe to head and be relaxed. Let go. You are fine. No worries. Slowly bring your attention to your heart. Get absorbed in the love and light illuminating your heart. Be grateful to your teachers and parents who made this choice happen. Be grateful to all your forefathers. Please pray for the great souls who could not be with us because of various reasons. Be grateful to the Indian and Bangladeshi martyrs, as today is the Vijay Divas. Simply tune your heart to the presence of divine light, which is always present in our heart, guiding us, and be grateful. Immerse in the love and light. Gently open your eyes. Become aware of your surroundings. Thank you, dear friends. Often what happens is our mind wanders like a monkey. So to center our mind to the core of our awareness in heart, this is called a process of centering. Even in the corporate world, they begin the meetings with what is known as centering. Otherwise, most of the time, we are either in our past, the mind is wandering in the past, or mind is anxious about the future. So rarely the mind is in the present moment. So this is a small technique which you can all try to bring your mind to the present moment, and that is the only moment which is certain. And I am extremely privileged and honored to be the chief guest of an important day, which is also an important day for India. It's a proud moment for our armed forces. You know, this is Vijay Divas, the day of victory. We have won the war against Pakistan and Bangladesh got liberated. So this is a great day, friends. And you are all extremely grateful. You should be thankful having got one of the if you look at the NITs of say 10 years of standing, NIT Goa, as Honorable Director has mentioned, if you look at, you can see the achievements in the short span of 10 years. The institute has transformed into an institute of national importance, the best institute in the state of Goa, and it has achieved the #1 position among all the new NITs. Whether it is in terms of number of PhD produced, whether in terms of patents, IPR, the publications, research outcomes. Now you are all fortunate to be in one of the best in class infrastructure among all the NITs. Thanks to the pioneering efforts of your dynamic director, you will have a campus which match with the best in the world. And I'm sure Professor Mugeraya had seen all over the world, and he has seen the best of that. And he is going to, that is his dream, which will materialize next May. This coming May, we will witness that the summation of all his dreams, and you are the luckiest one entering into the most impressive infrastructure among all the NITs in the country. So that way, you should be happy and thankful to the Almighty for joining the best NIT campus. I did not tell you the importance of Goa. It is the most sought after paradise on earth for all the people across the globe, not just India. Everybody's dream is to wander at least on the beaches of the serene beaches of this beautiful Goa. And you have, it is not just, it's a tourist paradise. Most of the companies, if you look at, the best ecosystem of startup, the best industry climate is given by the government of Goa, and you will see most of the, it's not just IT companies, most of the core companies are shifting to the state of Goa. You would have seen how they have the best literacy, the best healthcare, and the best personal hygiene, and the best in class in all these facilities, public facilities, etc., healthcare system and governance. So that way, friends, it is Samsung, what directors have mentioned, the 20 lakhs package is just a beginning. And you will see not only IT companies grabbing our graduates from Goa, but core companies they are also being established, and that is the liberal policy of the state government. I want to tell you, Professor Mugeraya has already mentioned, you must have seen after your 12 years of schooling, this is the first time you are entering a professional program, a professional educational program. Often we compare the quote by Theodore von Karman, who said the difference between science and engineering. Scientists investigate that which is already existing in the nature. What they do? Perhaps they may use some high-resolution instruments to unravel the mysteries of the nature. This can also be possible by the great rishis of this country if they are in the contemplative mind, if they are tuned with the vibrations of the ultimate. The rishis also could see the mysteries of this nature even up to the atomic level. So that is what the scientists do. What we do as engineers, we create things that never existed before. This is a very important quote by von Korman. So friends, you are entering a creative profession. That is where the UNESCO has given for all higher educational institutions, there are 4 C's important for all of us. The 4 C's are the critical thinking, creative thinking, communication, and collaboration. Friends, you have that immense opportunity, impressive infrastructure, conducive environment. As Professor Mugeraya mentioned, we are going to have a learner-centric approach in teaching learning process, where we learn by listening, questioning, debating, contemplating, and reflecting. We encourage questioning. It's not just you use your power of observation. You have to question, and that is where Indian tradition, if you see even in Nalanda and Takshashila, the Guru Shishya, they debated at length in the late hours of night, and Sahana Vavadu Sahana Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe. That means both the Shishya and the Guru, they debated and learned together. That is what the learner-centric approach means. Guru also learns. Teachers like us, we learn from you, and today's youth is much more flooded with information. But that's not enough. The information has to be transformed into knowledge, knowledge into wisdom, and ultimately it should mature into intuition. When you get into the intuitive ability, which is the realm of heart, not of the brain or not of the mind, when you develop that intuitive ability by a contemplative mind, reflecting on whatever you have learned after listening, this is what the Shastra says in India. Sravana means you are listening, Manana, then Nidithyasana. So when you do the Nidithyasana, then only that information becomes knowledge and becomes part of you. That is where it culminates into wisdom and intuition. When you develop that intuitive ability, you will become like Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein mentioned very clearly, unfortunately, our education system focuses on only knowledge and skills, and we often ignore the intuitive or the gut feeling of the learner. Here in NIT Goa, I am extremely happy. We have a vibrant, dynamic, and relevant curriculum that will enable you to develop your intuitive abilities. We will provide you the correct learning environment so that you discuss, debate, deliberate, and reflect, and then the knowledge becomes part of yours, and you will develop much more intuitive ability. I was told that even Sir Isaac Newton, when he developed this gravitational theory, it was because of analytical meditation. So friends, please pause for poise. This is my sincere advice. Don't jump into actions. Pause. Give a pause in life. This is a fast life, a life of fast food and life of all this social media, and it's all good, but take a pause for poise. Poise in life is important, and that is what this invisible enemy, this coronavirus is telling us, is giving us an opportunity. Hey, gentlemen, you cannot be proud of your scientific and technological advancement. The coronavirus has shaken the so-called most advanced nations in the West. Nobody is spared. It shows that man, the human beings have forgotten to live in tune with nature. So my dear friends, as engineers, we are committed for a sustainable planet. India has signed, you must know that the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, and we are committed to achieve by 2030. We are also committed to implement the new education policy which will ensure a multidisciplinary education and research. And the most important part of the policy is it will give you the flexibility, it will give you the multidisciplinary approach. You don't have to worry whether I got admission in civil engineering or electronics or computer. Some of you may be worried. I wanted computer science and I got into civil engineering. I can tell you none of these are important. Whether you join electrical engineering, electronics, civil or mechanical or whatever discipline, what matters is how do you make use of these 4 years of your academic environment here. In NIT Goa, how do you make use of that? How do you balance your time management among the curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities? Today, the National Education Policy gives us enough credit. Whether you join the NCC, NSS, sports, cultural, music, anything, or you to be part of IEEE, other professional associations, or you represent our NIT in interstate sports and games, or you take up a socially relevant project, help the needy, you join with the different ministries, take up social internship. All these things will give you credit for your earning the B.Tech degree. That kind of flexibility is given in the new curriculum. And I'm extremely happy this curriculum, what NIT Goa has developed is very vibrant and help you in realizing your dreams in these 4 years of study. I also want to tell you, friends, please, the opportunities are plenty in these 4 years of time. Only thing is, often I find there are two kinds of opportunities, either missed opportunities or misused opportunities. This is very unfortunate. You can never get back. Time and tide wait for none, friends. So please be vigilant. Please be extra careful when you select your peers. And the most important is be focused what you want to achieve in your life. Of course, you must have taken engineering or a discipline, may not be as per your choice. It may be somebody else's choice. Or you may have been compelled to join engineering with some external influence, whether it is from peers or from your parents. Nothing matters, friends. Once you are here, now you can. This campus will give you the environment to pursue your passion. Forget about, don't blame your parents or any system or the teachers. Now you are an independent youth who can take decisions, who can take critical and creative thinking ability on your higher order thinking skills. We are very competent, and I know the competency of the faculty members of NIT Goa, thanks to the director, the best in class, who has done not only the PhDs from abroad, even postdoctoral fellowship. Such best-in-class, competent faculty, highly committed non-teaching staff, and supported by this infrastructure, you will be able to hone all these 4 C's what I have mentioned. Not only that, we will be able to give you a 360-degree wellness, which means it's not just the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual wellness. We are concerned about your environmental, social, and financial wellness. So that is the kind of learning environment Professor Mugeraya mentioned. And I urge you, participate in all the activities that institute in the orientation program. They will introduce you to various club activities, professional association like IEEE, ACM, etc. Please participate. And health is wealth, so you have to spend a few hours every day. And Goa, there cannot be a better clean environment. That is, the nature is blessed, the state of Goa, the cleanest state in the country. So you have all that. Nature has blessed you with all this. Only thing is, never get into the trap of this missed and misused opportunities. Now, I also want to tell you, when you have this 4 years of academic learning experience in the campus, inshallah, we hope next semester you all will be welcome to this beautiful campus. And I was told by the Honorable Director that the new campus may be inaugurated in the month of May next year by the Honorable President, and then you all will be welcome physically into the campus. Once you are there, my dear friends, don't forget to pursue 3 internship. This is what I want to request you. We have several agencies, governmental, non-governmental, foreign educational offices, different scholarship, even whether Huawei or Samsung or the Department of Electronics, DAD, my tax from Canada. So you have immense, which will be discussed in detail in the orientation program. But please watch out for these opportunity to pursue at least one academic internship. Academic internship means you will take up a small short-term project in one of the elite institutions in India. You are always welcome to our NITs, any of the NITs. You can do summer internship, or you can pursue in IITs, triple ITs, or the Indian Institute of Science. You can also do internship in TIFR and other CSIR national labs, or if you are lucky, if your Cgpa is very attractive, and if you can write a good SOP, you will also get internship, paid internship, friends. It's not, our NIT students are much sought after by the industries, research institutions, both in India and abroad. And you can also pursue paid, very handsome, very nice dollars in your hand. At the same time, you will be doing a world-class project in these elite campuses abroad. That's about the academic internship. Similarly, I would like you to pursue an industry internship. See, engineering is a creative profession, I told in the beginning. So unless we get hands-on experience, it's not enough that we have the knowledge. Of course, you need the knowledge of the verticals, that is in-depth, as well as knowledge across other disciplines, that is humanities, social science, business and accounting skills, environmental sustainability, other field. That's also important. And across your discipline and vertical in-depth, you should have all this knowledge and the design skills, the experimentation, design skills, and so on. That is definitely important. But unless you visit an industry and take up an industry level project, so that is where I request you take an industry internship, and the Department of Training and Placement and as well as all the department would facilitate this internship with industries. And Goa is having so many core industries in Goa, and you can pursue in Goa, or you are very close to Pune, which is the automobile hub of the country, or Chennai. So make use of that internship. If you are lucky, you can go to Volvo Sweden, you can go to foreign companies too. So they are all waiting to grab the Indian, because India has the demographic dividend. India has the highest intellectual manpower in the world. Both European Union as well as the America is looking for Indian students. So grab that opportunity to pursue an industry internship. Lastly, I would also like you to participate in a research internship. That research internship, there are DRDO labs, the CSIR labs, and labs like Oak Ridge National Lab, and so many labs. Even NASA is inviting. Only thing, please watch out. Today, the entire information is on your Google tip, so you can. The institute is happy to facilitate, and you can even get waiver of credits if you pursue an internship in this elite, the highest QS ranking institution. and this curriculum permits. You can even have one semester off and pursue your the startup you want to do. You can do that right from first year. Please make use of. We have an excellent startup ecosystem in the campus, and I'm sure those who are passionate to have start your own venture, the institute will provide all the facilities. But what is important, director has already mentioned, knowledge and skills are important. The most important thing is your attitude. It is your attitude that decides your altitude, friends. Today, the corporate world is not only looking for your knowledge and skills. Of course, we will impart you professional, technical, managerial, environmental, energy, and social skills. But what is important is the behavioral skills, my dear friends. And how do you develop that attitude, the attitudinal skills? That has to come from the core of your heart. Watch out, observe what's happening in nature, and take a few minutes of silence. That much wanted the pause in your life for the poise. Then you will see that whether you are focused, whether your heart is telling some truth. And heart will never tell anything against your wish, because that is a seat of the soul, seat of divinity, and that is where a few minutes of silence, listen to your heart. The heart will always tell you and help you to take the correct decisions in your life. Whether you want to take up a job, you want to pursue research, whether you want to marry this girl, or whether you want to marry this, have this boyfriend, what you need to do, listen to your heart. And how do you train your heart? That is only possible by a few minutes of contemplation. So I am a meditation trainer. I have become what I am only because of my meditation. If you are interested, I'd be happy to train you also. Everything is free, and enjoy the beauty of our heart. And once we tune and integrate our heart and mind, you will see wonders in life. All the opportunities come before us, and we will have an harmonious, very cordial existence, not only with human beings, with all the creations in this beautiful planet. Now, I want to give you one more thing. Whenever you listen, please listen through the ears of tolerance. As Director Saab has mentioned, this is a national institute. We have students from all over the country with all cultures. India itself is a kaleidoscope of multi-facet, multicultural, multi-linguistic, multi-ethnic community. India itself is much more complex than European Union. So we have people from multiple cuisine and speak different languages. We should be listening through the ears of tolerance. Another important thing is seeing through the eyes of compassion. If you are not compassionate, my dear friends, no matter whether you are at the pinnacle of your growth, you may be a CEO of the biggest company, you may be Elon Musk, or you may be Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. There's no use unless you are compassionate to your fellow beings. So, seeing through the eyes of compassion. And lastly, speaking with words of love. I am extremely grateful for this opportunity given by my very beloved friend, and he is also a mentor, because Professor Mugeraya has served as the longest serving director among all of us in the country, and the proof of the pudding is before us. How you can see the Northeast NIT Agartala in the state of a small state of Tripura, how he has been transformed into one of the best NITs in the Northeast region. How he has built the most impressive infrastructure, how the labs have been modernized with the state-of-the-art equipment, and how he has taken not only inside the campus, we have been extremely happy to see the socially relevant projects he has taken for the neighboring schools, the community development, that is important. See, when you are in this campus, please make sure the community around you also get benefited. We cannot be in the silos, and just like we are intellectuals, we are committed to serve the state of Goa, and in that way, we will also be helping the community in a meaningful engagement. So that is what Professor Mugeraya has shown in Tripura, and that is what he is continuing his vision of making this one of the best campuses among the NITs. And we must all congratulate. And he is also, he did not say that, he is today the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement for the Institute of Chemical Engineers. Let us give him a big hand of applause. This is the most prestigious a chemical engineer can get, a Lifetime Achievement Award. Professor Mugeraya, as a fellow alum of NITK Suratkal, I am extremely proud of you because we were together in our journey and he has been my mentor, and I'm extremely happy my good friend has achieved not only in administration, in academic, but even research. This is a very rare combination. God has blessed him. May he continue to serve the NIT system. And I'm extremely grateful to him for giving me this opportunity to address our youngsters. Youngsters, I can assure you, with this kind of leadership, with the kind of this environment the state of Goa provides, you will have all your dreams come true. May the Almighty bless all of you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Prasad. We would like to have an effective MOA with the NIT Calicut for the internship. So there's a program called the SIP, Student Internship Program. And during your time, we have to sign an effective MOA with the NIT Calicut so that we can propose a joint research with the NIT Calicut, as well as our students can get an opportunity to interact. In fact, in the new curriculum we proposed, all the students will be finishing their mandatory requirement of credit by 7th semester. So there are one semester, they have a choice for credit transfer. They can go to IITs or any NITs, so that they can get one more chance to interact with the other NITs. We are proposing this activity because, Prasad, as you know, the IITs are great, not because of the infrastructure. IITs are great because of the quality of students, quality of faculty, quality of teaching learning process, and the teacher-taught relations. So thank you once again for your wonderful interactions. We solicit your support for this young institute like NIT Goa to reach the better heights.
We are fully committed to support and hold NIT Goa.
Thank you. Yeah, you want to? Yeah, madam.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for your extremely relevant and comprehensive speech, which started with an introspective session. So I guess all of us must have received a lot of takeaway points from your words. So like the presence matters the most, then emphasis on individual self, sense of curiosity, and the art of questioning and debating, because knowledge begins with the art of questioning and debating, which we have witnessed in the Oriental culture of the Vedic period and also in the Occidental culture of Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle. So thank you very much, sir, for this enlightening discourse. And I don't think I'll be able to do justice to your extremely enriching speech. So thank you very much. And it was a pleasure listening to you. So with this, I now request the Dean Academics, Professor T. Virakumar, to give a brief overview of our academics. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Busy. Respected chief guest of today's program, Professor Prasad Krishna sir, our beloved director, Professor Gopal Mugeraya sir, faculty members of NIT Goa fraternity, my dear students and their proud parents, a warm good noon to one and all present here. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students who have taken admission at NIT Goa and their proud parents. Without your support, it would not happen possible. Dear students, I welcome you all to NIT Goa family. Thanks to our honorable director, sir, during his address, he clearly mentioned that how studying in professional institute like NIT Goa is different from the school education system, but nothing to worry. So we are here to help you. So for that you need your support and you have to put some effort to achieve your goal. So now I will briefly explain the important aspect of academic related things to you. NIT Goa has 7 academic departments, in that 5 engineering departments and 2 are supporting departments. In the 5 engineering departments, Department of Computer Science Engineering, Department of Civil Engineering, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Department of Mechanical Engineering. For the supporting department, the Department of Applied Sciences and Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. NIT Goa offers 5 B.Tech programs: the B.Tech in Computer Science Engineering, B.Tech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, B.Tech in Electronics and Communication Engineering, and B.Tech in Civil Engineering, and B.Tech in Mechanical Engineering. Already you know that the admission process for B.Tech is through J2U main exam for Indian nationals, the DASA for foreign nationals and Indians living in abroad. So NIT Goa also offers 3 master degree program, that is M.Tech. So M.Tech in CSE, M.Tech in Power Electronics and Power Systems, M.Tech in VLSI. So the M.Tech admission is through GATE, and which is done by the CCMT counseling. And the NIT Goa also offers PhD program in all the departments, that is 7 departments. So we proudly to say that we have more than 100 research scholars are currently doing the research in our institute. So now the curriculum is very, very important for engineering degree. So the curriculum is updated regularly and it is in up to date. That is, we are revising the curriculum based on the current trends or the input from the industry requirements regularly.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So in curriculum we have core courses as well as elective courses. The student must take all the core courses to get a degree. Along with, so we are offering elective courses. So in that the student can choose the elective course which they are interested. So the students, suppose they want to learn new trends, so they can choose the subject from the elective courses. They can expertise their field. So NIT Goa follows credit-based semester system. So we have 2 semesters in the academic year. One at semester beginning in the month of August every year. We call it as art semester or first regular. And another semester beginning at the month of January every year. We call it as even semester or second regular. So this is in the normal schedule, but due to the pandemic situation, it may vary. So for example, in the current situation, actually here we have to do the orientation program in the month of August, but we are doing in the month of December. So there will be a slight change in the starting of the semester. But in the second year onwards, we will stick on the normal schedule. So the second year onwards, the second year semester will start from the month of August. So we have one more, that is a summer term. So for example, those who have failed in the art semester or even semester or both in the first year, So they can re-register those courses in the summer term. So the summer term courses will be done during the summer vacation. So here, as I told earlier, we have the core courses and elective courses. So each courses, it has one number of credits. So for example, in the 1 credit course, there will be a 1 lecture per week. If you for the 3 credit course, there will be 3 lecture hours per week. So we have 1 credit course, 2 credit course, 3 credit course, as well as 4 credit course. Along with, we have laboratory courses also. So in that, 2 credits is allotted for the laboratory courses. In that, 3 hours of laboratory work per week, the student has to do. So for every starting of the semester, the student has to do the course registration, which is compulsory for all the students. So here we are following certain limitation for the number of credits to be registered for the semester. So here the maximum 24 credits up to 6th semester will be allowed, and the 7th semester and 8th semester, the maximum they can register 20 credits. So here I want to mention that generally in the 7th semester and 8th semester, we have the placement activities and the major project. So if you go with the minimum credits, so the student can concentrate for the placement activities and their major project. So for that only, we purposefully made the maximum credit 20 credits for 7th semester and 8th semester. The number of credits to be earned for the award of B.Tech degree is 170 or 171. So for 170 for B.Tech EEE, CSE and ECE, and 171 for B.Tech Civil and Mechanical Engineering. So here the performance of the student is earning the required number of credits is quantified using Cgpa on a 10-point scale. So here 165 credits are considered for the Cgpa computation. So even though that 171 credits are required,
One minute. Just come to the friends. Since Prasad Krishna has to leave for one more meeting, officially we thank Prasad Krishna for joining us, and since he has one more meeting, he'll be going out. Thank you, Prasad, and please visit Goa and be our guest. Yes, thank you. Well.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Wish you all the very best.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that valuable time for us.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Okay. As I told, the number of credits to be earned to about 70 or 171. So in that 165 credits are considered for the Cgpa calculation, and the remaining 5 or 6 credits, it's a mandatory course. So without clearing that mandatory course, you will not get the B.Tech degree. So here we impose strict attendance norms, where a student should have an attendance of 80% or above in a course to be eligible for writing an examination. So for in the genuine reason, for example, in the medical reason, or the student participating in the institute activities, then we may give some 5% relaxation. So on an average, so the physical presence, that is 70%, must be there for the writing the examination. If even if the attendance is less than 70%, we will not allow you to write the examination. So the student, please take note of this. And NIT Goa, we follows 2 examinations every semester. One is mid-semester examination and end-semester examination. So for the mid-semester examination, the duration of the exam is 1.5 hours. So this exam is for the lecture-based course or practical courses. So this mid-semester examination not for the laboratory courses. The maximum mark is 50. Similarly, for the end semester examination, the duration is 3 hours and the maximum mark is 100. So the NIT Goa follows the Cgpa computation based on this, the grades. So this slide shows the grades and how to compute the Sgpa and Cgpa. So in this table, they have grade and grade points. The grades are S, A, B, C, D, and so on. So each grades are associated with the grade points. So for example, if you secure S grade in all the subjects, then your Cgpa will be or Sgpa will be 10. Suppose if you are securing the grades S and A, then your Cgpa will be in between 9 and 10. So here, for the award of B.Tech degree, a student should have at least Cgpa of 5 in addition to earning prescribed number of credits 170 to 171. If the student is having less than 5 Cgpa, then he cannot get the degree. And here I want to mention that other than these grade points 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, there is a zeros. 1 for 0 for failure and 0 for failure due to the insufficient attendance and 0 for the withdrawal and the 0 credits for the satisfactory courses and unsatisfactory courses. So if the students, due to the attendance lag, if he cannot appear the exam, so in that case, so we are offering 2 options. So if the students fail due to the attendance lag, then he has to register the course and he has to attend the classes regularly and he can write the exam mid-semester as well as end-semester exam. Suppose the students having the attendance, he appeared the exam but he failed. In that case, he can select the option 2, that is, he no need to attend the classes, but he can appear the mid-semester exam and end-semester exam. So for the course registration is compulsory for every start of the semester. So when it comes here, the important activity in the course registration. So first, the student has to pay the fees, and the course registration should be done in the physical presence in the normal schedule. And during the pandemic, we are allowing the online registration also. So I request all the parents to make note of this. The date of course registration will be mentioned in the academic calendar. So to avoid unnecessary late fee, the course registration must be done on time. Now come to the very important point, that is minimum requirement to continue in the program. The course the student earned an F grade is called as backlog course. So for all the courses of first years should be completed to enter into the 3rd year. Similarly, all the courses up to the 2nd year should be completed to enter into the 4th year. Suppose if one course, there is a backlog course in the 1st year, he cannot be allowed to enter into the 3rd year. So it is very, very important. So the student must note on this. Similarly, the student having more than 4 backlog courses is compulsorily recommended for a year drop. So during which he or she has to clear all the backlog courses. The student having up to 4 backlog courses and Cgpa less than 5 is recommended for a slow pace mode, where she or he can register only 3 courses in the following semester. So for this year drop and the slower phase, so the student cannot complete their degree within the normal duration of the B.Tech program. So generally the normal duration of the B.Tech program is 8 semesters or 4 semesters. But if the students doing the slower phase or year drop, the student can take up to 12 semesters or 6 years complete the degree requirements. So for the temporary discontinuation, for example, suppose some students, there is some medical ground, he wants to discontinue or take a break for 1 semester or longer period. So our NIT Goa system allows to discontinue the temporarily from the program for a semester or a longer period, reason of medical problems or other valid reasons. So normally a student will permitted to discontinue from the program only for a maximum duration of 2 semesters. It's more than 2 semesters, it will not be allowed. So NIT Goa follows the class or the division, the classification based on the Cgpa, calculated on a 10-point scale. So if the student secures Cgpa of 8.50 and above, so he will get B.Tech in first class with distinction, B.Tech degree in first class with distinction. The student secured Cgpa of 6.5 and above, but less than 8.55, then he will get B.Tech in first class. Similarly, the Cgpa of 5.50 and above, but less than 6.50, then he can get second class. And even the Cgpa is less than 5 and above, but less than 5.50, then he will get just pass. Now the measures to the parents. So now every semester the result will be declared in the institute website. So on the date mentioned in the academic calendar, so you can see on our institute website. So the parents, please do not expect us to send the result status of your children. So we will not send the result to you. You can verify the result on our institute website. So for the academic excellence, now the academically well-performing students are allowed to register for more than the preside courses to improve their Cgpa. Suppose they want to improve their Cgpa, they can, along with these 170 credits, so they can register some more courses to increase their or improve their Cgpa. And another one, the end of the first year, so we are providing the branch change. So for the academic excellence students, if they want to change from the current branch to new branch based on the rank list, so they can so which is based on the director permission. So based on that we will do this branch change activities. And to facilitate the students to explore specialized areas, so NIT Goa allows students to take MOOCs, NPTEL, SWAM courses offered by the experts from the outside of NIT Goa. And this is another important thing here. In order to encourage the academic excellence, an institute level award is constituted for the best outgoing student, that is director's medal. The overall topper of the institute will get director's medal during the convocation. Along with the department-wise merit also we are considering. So here there is topper of each department will get a gold medal during the convocation. So for here we have faculty advisor, head of the department and dean academics. So if the students, if you have any doubts related to the academics or related to the rules and regulations of our curriculum or your personal issues, you can contact the faculty advisor or head of the department or dean academics anytime. So we are ready to help you. So here I mentioned the brief detail about the rules and regulations. So the more detail about the UG rules and regulations are available on our institute website. So you can refer on our institute website regarding this. So for the conclusion, so once again I am welcoming to all the students to NIT Goa family. Enjoy the stay with us for 4 years in the journey of teaching learning process and make fruitful through hard work. Enjoy every moment at NIT Goa. Thank you.
One minute.
Thank you very much. Many parents have sent WhatsApp 2-3 issues which they have apprehension about. Okay. I'm audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There are a few parents have sent some queries about 2-3 issues of academic. One is that since the semester has started now in the month of December, whether this lag will be maintained, the answer is no. We will be truncating the semester so that next year the students will be starting the third semester well in time in the month of August. So that is answered. Because they have to sacrifice one of the vacation so that they will be streamlined, they'll come out of that. And I would say that this batch will get the degree by 3 years, 7 months. Since the semester has started now in the month of December. 3 years, 7 months. Okay. The second thing is that unlike many private institutions, we will not be giving all the monthly wise report to the parents. Our idea is that the students should come out of the comfort zone. Then only they can achieve. Because we want to treat them as the matured kids. Then only they'll grow. Because they should know their responsibilities. However, any parents, any problem, they can come and approach us. The HOD will be present, faculty will be present, in academic can meet as a director also. We will be there as a facilitators. We will not be there as a monitors because we want them to grow as individuals. Because some stage they have to be independent. Unless you give an opportunity for them to grow, they will be always leaning on you. This is exactly we followed. In foreign universities, they do very well. The last point is that anytime the students are free to talk about the type of the internship or any facility they want, we are more than ready to help them to any profession they want to. Free of cost. Any extra training is required, we are ready to do that. Only thing is that this semester will be in the temporary campus. And also because of COVID pandemic, the classes for the first year will be held on virtual mode. So you have to see that everybody should attend the classes regularly with the best interest of it. We are calling the higher semesters. Third year and fourth year students will be in the campus. Our research students or M.Tech students are already in the campus. Because of this COVID pandemic, we are restricting the movement of the first year students with the best interest of you. And once they are streamlined, we'll be always welcome you because when we want the students to come, because you are the flowers, our garden is without flowers. So unless you come to the campus, we will not be happy. Fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Virakumar sir, as well for offering a comprehensive overview of the academics. May I now request Dr. Velavan Kathivelu, Dean Students Welfare, to offer you a brief overview of the student activities of the Institute.
Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Professor Prasad Krishna ji, Director NIT Goa, Director NIT Calicut, Honorable Director NIT Goa, Professor Gopal Mugeraya ji, dear colleagues, dear students, and proud parents. Good morning, everybody. First of all, I take the pleasure of welcoming all fresh students to NIT Goa family. What you see here is the aerial view of our proud institute. In principle, NIT Goa is functioning from the transit campus. Our new campus is coming up 40 kilometers away from the existing NIT Goa campus. NIT Goa is offering 3 different kinds of program. B.Tech in 5 different streams, namely CSE, ECE, EEE, Mechanical, and Civil Engineering. And we offer master program or PG program in 3 different domains, that is BLSI, CSE, and then PETS. And we also offer PhD in 10 different disciplines. So we have roughly around 660 students in the B.Tech program, and we have 100 students in M.Tech program, and we also have roughly around 100 students registered for PhD in this institute. So this campus has roughly about 860 students. A potential is evaluated through performance. For educational institute, the performance is evaluated through training and placement activity. NIT Goa is having very good record of training and placement activity, which will be briefed by the head training and placement cell. So he will be briefing out after me. And second thing, the Ministry of Education, based on the performance and facilities available at the institute, they rank all technical institute across India. So through NIRF ranking, based on our performance and facility, we are ranked 85 across the country. So this is very proud for us. We understand that man is a social animal and need to interact with one another. So apart from academic activities, we also engage students through various activities. To engage the students' sports skill, we have a series of sports activities scheduled throughout the year, and also we encourage the technical and cultural skill of students through SAVIAs, that is the technical cultural events of NIT Goa. So this is a 100% student activity. So we will have so many series of programs during this SAVIAs. Basically, this is going to develop or encourage the skill management skill and leadership quality of the students. When I talk about SAVIAs, SAVIAs is the 2-day events. Basically, as I said before, this is 100% student event. Students will generate fund through the sponsorship, and they plan each and every activities, and then they will have their own budget. They will plan everything and they will execute by themselves. So what happened, the SAVIAs has the different, so many events like technical talks, we have technical events, we have cultural events, we have entertainment, literature, quiz, debate, and professional night. So basically, this is the most awaited events of NIT Goa, because in principle, the third-year students will be conducting this event with the guidance of fourth-year students, with the support of second-year and first-year students. So in SAVIAs, the whole NIT student community is going to be involved in that. So there is a huge awaiting interest among the students for this particular event. Regarding the sports activity of NIT Goa, we have the series of sports activities happening as per the schedule throughout the year. So in the month of August, we will be having the Independence Cup. Basically, there will be a football or volleyball or cricket for this particular event. And during the month of September, we will be having inter-year sports fest. Basically, what happened, the students will be grouped based on the year, where they are, and then they will be competing each other. And we have the inter-NIT sports meet. Basically, this time will be scheduled by the NIT authorities. And we have Invictus, that is the sports fest of NIT Goa in the month of February. This is going to be the 15 days event, and the students is going to enjoy a lot during this particular event. And we have a Director Cup in the month of April. This is sponsored by Honorable Director of NIT Goa. And we have, other than that, we have a mini marathon and yoga. And I would like to note one thing here. During Invictus and the Director Cup, we have the faculty team. So our faculty team will be playing with or competing with students during Invictus and Director Cup. We have a record of not winning, not even single match, but still we play with the students. We found that these kind of games basically increase the bonding between the students and the faculty. So we are more interested to play with the students, even though we never win. And regarding the scholarship, I would like to declare one thing. NIT Goa is not offering any scholarship of its own, but we encourage and facilitate and we give 100% support to avail the scholarship or facility scholarship or other organizations. So you for students based on the categories and the place of origin, all those things. For example, we have top class scholarship for SC/ST students. Basically, during this scheme, hostel fees and one-time laptop, books, non-refundable fees will be paid. And we have scholarship for minorities, and there are so many other schemes also available if you go to NSP portal. So based on your category, your religion, and then your place of origin, the schemes will be shown so that you can choose the best scheme that is suitable for you. What you have to do is you have to log into this particular website, and then you have to register yourself in the NPS portal. There will be application form available. There are 3 phases by which you have to fill the details. One is the registration detail, academic details, and the basic details like your category, religion, and the place of origin, all those things. Once you submit the application, what happens, it will be verified, and if it is approved, the scholarship will directly come to your bank account, so it will help you to smoothly do your education. For more details, you can contact Mr. Amit Kabiraj, Assistant Registrar Establishment Section. I had given the phone number for further help. And regarding the facilities, we have a hostel facility for both girls and boys. Since we are in the transit campus, we have the limited facilities. So our hostel warden, chief warden, will be briefing out the facilities available for hostels. And then we have medical and ambulance facility for emergency. We have also have the bus facilities running from our institute to hostel and our nearby bus stand on scheduled time. We also have a bank and ATM near to hostel to facilitate the transactions of students. And I would like to say NIT Goa is a ragging-free campus. Your seniors are very good, very cooperative, and very supportive. You will not face any ragging. So far, we have not received not even a single complaint regarding the ragging. So you don't need to worry about that. But in case if you are being ragged, or if you see someone is ragging someone else, nothing. You have to you simply call the dean, students welfare, or hostel warden. We will take care of them. Okay. You can be very happy. If you have any issues, we are here to help you. Don't be a mute victim or a witness. And NIT Goa is free from narcotics. Using narcotics or coming to institute under the influence of narcotics is a punishable offense. So there will be a serious consequence you will be facing. So as a senior to you, my advice is say no to narcotics. As a dean welfare, I warn each and one of you not to use narcotics. What I want to say is starting is always easier than quitting. So my request is say no to narcotics. I would like to recall the quote of Ratan Tata. None can destroy iron, but its own rust can. Likewise, none can destroy a person, but his own mindset can. So as our chief guest says, your attitude is going to decide your future. If you have a good mindset, you can design your future or you can engineer your future. If your mindset is not good, then you have to adjust with the future designed by someone else. So my request is keep your attitude high and try to achieve the best. And this is our new upcoming campus in NIT, I'm Kunkoling, and in next 6 months, you will be moving to the new campus. Thank you very much.
Just a minute. We want to show that. 2 minutes, we thought we'll share the development of the new campus, which will be. Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
Click on it. It's fine.
I want to clear 2 points. First of all, the campus. So the government campus construction.
Nice. Let's come like this.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Just mute.
Sir, some noise is there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
also, yeah, some noise is.
Some noise is there, sir.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm requesting everyone to be still public. Can we have
Hello?
Good. Next. Yeah, this is the proposed campus landscape. Yeah, this is the master plan of the campus, and it's based on the conversion about 15 meters from the ground towards Karwa. Is a beautiful place on the highway, and we are 50.4 acres. We are constructing about 7 lakhs square foot campus with the latest precast technology and with all facilities. We are housing, it is designed for students to house around 2,000 students. We have 1,000 facilities for girls hostel and the ladies girls hostel and a single room with all facilities. And we are developing the block about 90 capacity, and we have a seminar hall about 5 capacity with all our facilities. This is a total view of our campus. We are very good ambience and good sports facilities. And the beauty of this campus is that out of 124 acres, we are occupying 43 acres. 27 acres we are kept for landscape. So that we will have more trees in the campus than students. We already planted about more than 300 trees of our food value plants. So that 27 acres is left as a non-development zone. We want more option in this campus. And there is a railroad across this campus, which are more than 4.5 kilometers, which is suited for jogging facilities, which is lit by the solar lights. And this was the campus 3 years back when the land was given to us, and we took this challenge because in the heavy terrain, with the gradient of 0 to 124 meters. It was a very hard task, but we took it as a challenge. Over the last 3 years, in spite of the COVID pandemic, which was sustained for 2 years, we could develop into a very good. Am I audible? Hello.
There is a
Noise is
disturbance.
coming, sir.
We have put a compound wall because we want the campus to be safe. So we have put a very nice compound wall across that. Construction activity starts. This is the development of the campus. Next. These are the plan. All the students, faculty, and non-teaching they planted trees, which includes very good mango trees called Mankuran of Goa specialty. Yes. And this is the construction site. Go ahead, next. These are precast technology plant inside, and these are present stage of construction. Almost we are completed about 70% of the construction activity because since being a precast, it can come up very fast. By February, we will be finishing all the structures, and we require another 3 months for the completion. So May 6th, we want to see that our campus has to be inaugurated. Let's all do it together for the best of this completion of this campus. So we got students. I'm just showing the how this is a 3D views of permanent campus. This is not exactly the download from the campus on the internet. It's the actual our campus from the, as per the architectural design. Go to the next. These are department blocks, and there's a road called Ceremonial Road, about more than about 700 meters, so that students can walk across, so that there will be more breathing space. We want each student to adopt one tree in the campus. Go to next. This is our tutorial block. The beauty of this campus is that the student need not go to department. They'll come to the tutorial block, and that block contains classrooms, cafeteria, and library. And whenever they want to interact with the faculty, they go to the department block. This is a little seminar hall, Mr. Bhagan branded. The student can have various indoor activities in the campus. And these are administrative block which houses the directorate and registrar office and all other administrative things. And this is the first phase of our campus, and which contains all administrative block, guest house, all the hostel facilities and halls. very sure that you've got a very scenic beauty. On the top of the hill, we have got a beautiful view of Sahyadri Hills of Western Ghats, and not a single drop of stormwater goes to the outsiders. We are going to treat all the water, and we have created 3 natural lakes inside the campus to sustain or to maintain the groundwater level. Yeah. So thank you, and we wish that this campus should be ready as soon as possible. The one more issue, some of them say, what's up that there are many parents who are outsiders from Goa. They have apprehension that the drugs are very acute in Goa. That I'm here for 4.5 years. It's the reverse case. Okay? And the Goa is such a safe campus. And the original Goan people are so, spiritual nature. They are so proactive. They are so friendly that none of you will be, students will be induced for, Goa. And the Goan government is very strict. It's a few of the tourists who come with a mission. They do it, which is true in any of the metro cities. But the bad impression of few of them that Goa is a fun center, people come here to drink, only to take drugs, that is gone. Goa is going to be an educational hub. That was the dream of our late Manohar Parrikar. In fact, because of his effort, we got IIT Goa, NIT Goa, and many of the top institutes. He wants to see that NIT should be one of the topmost, the Goa state should be one of the top education hub of India because of connectivity, because of his beautiful sea beaches. The students, otherwise students who want to come for a fun in Goa, if they are allowed to study in Goa, what more you want? If a doctor gives a chocolate as a medicine, what more you want? So, welcome to Goa.
Thank you, sir, for being instrumental in building the campus. Thank you, Professor Relevan, for giving a comprehensive overview of student activities. May I now request the Training and Placement Coordinator, Dr. Lalat, to give an overview of our campus placement scenario. Over to you, Lalat.
Lalat, yes. Bit louder, you're on. Yeah.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute. Who is Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This one.
Yes. Good afternoon.
But it's not coming.
It has been.
Okay.
Display.
Sir, we are hearing you, sir. You can start.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Prasad Krishna, sir, the honorable chief guest of the event, Professor Gopal Mugeraya, our honorable director, dear student friends, their proud parents, my colleagues. At the outset, on behalf of the Training and Placement Cell, as well as on my behalf, welcome you all to the NIT Goa family. In fact, I'll have a very small, brief, presentation talking about some of our recent activities, achievements, which will definitely motivate you people, and we'll get you a glimpse of the different achievements, we have had in recent past. So basically talking about our team, in fact, we are very happy to have our honorable director, sir, directly monitoring, each and every activity of us. And, he is continuously guiding and personally monitoring, in fact, the different, developments in the training and placement, taking care of grooming the overall employability and the placement skills. So in our team here at NIT Goa, we have Dr. Anirban from Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, and we have Dr. Amol, who's also, highly active and contributing towards, the continuous development and activities of our cell. Friends, I'm very happy to share with you, this very simple graph, the data. So the important message here is not the highest package, but the most important thing is continuously, every year we are improving. And right now, I'm very proud to share that we have got the highest till now in the first spell of the present year. In just 2-3 months of our placement, we have had we could manage a highest package of 24 lakhs. And the trend is continuously increasing. In fact, our average placement package has also increased continuously from all the years, and these are some of the data from our placement records. So friends, we at the training and placement cell definitely take care of grooming your employability, your skill sets. Definitely, apart from placement, the training internship, what Prasad, Krishna sir, or our honorable director sir also emphasized. So we take utmost care and emphasis on just taking care of students, those soft skills and employability skills as well. We have, in fact, initiated something called pre-placement offers or internship training, where the student undertakes a training in some notable companies, and later on, in most of the cases, those trainings are being converted into a permanent placement. In fact, I am happy to share that last year, almost 13, 14, people were first initially they have joined Intel for their internship, which later on got converted into a full-fledged placement. In fact, these are some of our present year achievements in this very short span of 3 months, because our placement season in the current batch of 22 graduating batch started late because of the COVID pandemic. But still, I'm very happy to share some of the notable achievements, which includes Gaurav Yadav fetching a highest package of 24 lakhs, which is definitely a proud moment for all our NIT Goa fraternity. In fact, last week, 9 of our students got selected in Samsung, which is definitely one of the internationally recognized company with a CTC of 20 lakhs. And 2 students, got placed in ULO, which is again with, very high CTC. And we have got, the list is very high. In fact, we have got a very good number of people with relatively, high CTC, package, they have achieved, in our current placement season. Friends, I am very proud to share with you that till now we are, and these data are exclusively with respect to the B.Tech students, the B.Tech, our track record. So we till now are able to fetch almost more than 75 companies to our campus. So more than 75 companies have till now conducted placement activities at NIT Goa. Till now, with the available number of data, we have got the median, the average salary package is close to 10 lakhs, or it's a little more than that, in fact, and you will be very happy to know almost 120, more than 120 placement offers have been made. And this includes, some of the students, because we have got at NIT Goa, we have got a 2 sign-out policy, where we allow every student to have nearly 2 placement, to have 2 placement offers from the training and placement cell. They are definitely most welcome to apply for off-campus activities, where they are, those who are targeting exclusively for core jobs. We are continuously trying to attract them to our campus, but still we facilitate and we encourage them to apply for off-campus applications. And till now, we have got almost 120 job offers at NIT Goa. And friends, it's not a comparison, but yesterday I was seeing IIT Chennai, which stands NIRF #1 in India. The total placement record in the first spell is 73%. And friends, you will be very, very happy to know, for NIT Goa, we have got a placement record. For B.Tech, the placement record is little over 70%. So to my understanding, it's all with the able guidance and help of counseling of our honorable director sir. We are definitely doing the best, at par with some of the leading academic institutes in India, for sure. And definitely, a proud thing to share with you all that the highest package is close to 24 lakhs. Friends, just to motivate you, NIT Goa, it is definitely a very, very proud thing for all of us that we are able to attract. And this is some of the companies. These are partial list of the companies, because the total company list amounts to more than 75. But we are able to manage, we are able to invite and have for placement recruitment process, we are able to invite Adobe, Samsung, HCL, Cognizant, Hitachi. Recently, last week, IBM and Hitachi also, selected a couple of our students. So the list is very big. And we, in future, even we are trying, and we are trying our level best to add to this list. Friends, with this, I completely assure you, under the able guidance of our Honorable Director, sir, the Training and Placement Cell will leave no stone unturned to give its best and to facilitate you with the highest possible placement assistance, at par with any other, leading academic institutes in India. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for giving us the detailed view of placement scenario, and it's increasing. So I think the students will be motivated after seeing the upward curve. Thank you very much. May I now request Dr. Ravi Ragaju, the Chief Warden, to speak
Yeah, Honorable dignitaries, Chief Guest of today's event, Professor Prasad Krishna, the Director, NIT Calicut, our Honorable Director, Professor Gopal Mugeraya, NIT Goa, my dear faculty colleagues, staff, students, and their parents, good afternoon, one and all. Firstly, I would like to congratulate each one of you who got admission into NIT Goa, and also my best wishes to their proud parents. I welcome you all into NIT Goa family. Like, I don't have any PP to show, but I just brief about our NIT Goa hostels. Like, at present, as you know, at present NIT Goa is operating in the transit campus from Formagudi. Like, we have very limited hostel facilities with the basic facilities. We have 6 hostels, out of which 5 hostel is meant for boys with a capacity of 280 students on shared basis, and 1 hostel for the girls at the capacity of 90 students. And also we also provide Wi-Fi connection for both boys and girls hostels, and sports room and playgrounds are available nearby. And since we are having the limited facility, we give the preference to the other state B.Tech students for the hostel accommodation. Even we don't even provide the hostel accommodation for M.Tech and PhD because of limited hostel facility. And these hostels are 1 kilometer nearby academic complex. And of course, the transportation facility also provided from the institute as for the institute timings. Right, I request you to follow the rules and regulations of the hostel, which are uploaded in the NIT Goa website. Thank you.
Dr. Ravi, and this is my request to the new students: when you come for the physical attendance, in the physical presence in the institute, please abide by the rules. So thank you very much. Now it is time for you to know more about the 5 engineering departments and 1 multidisciplinary department. So for that, I would like to invite Dr. Sriraj to give a presentation on civil engineering department. Yeah, he's present.
Thank you, ma'am. Just I welcome all the parents and students for the Department of Civil Engineering. So today I'll just brief out what are the facilities and teaching and staff are available in our department. So I welcome all the for the Civil Engineering Department. So Civil Engineering Department is the youngest department in our institute, which is established in 2018 with a B.Tech intake of 30 numbers, and we are also offering a PhD in civil engineering. Okay. Now the faculty and supporting staff. Faculty, we have 6 faculties and 2 supporting staffs. These are the faculty members. In brief, I'll be explaining the specialization of each faculty, which will be having Dr. Shiraj ES. He is a associate professor and head, and assistant professor Dr. Harishan, assistant professor, and
Hello.
Dr.
Harish?
Your screen is not that move, change. Slide change.
It's not
Can you please go to
one minute.
Go to entire screen. Share entire screen.
Harish, presentation mode. Go to presentation mode.
Okay, fine, 1 minute. Sir.
Go to presentation mode. So, yeah.
Yes. Harish, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Good.
Share your complete screen.
Yes. Now it's visible, sir.
Yes.
That's why computers should become your slave. You should not become slave to computers. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah, fine, sir. Yeah. My screen is changing now.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I welcome all of you for the Department of Civil Engineering. Our department is one of the youngest department in this institute, which is established in 2018. And the courses offered is B.Tech in Civil Engineering with the intake of 30 numbers. And we are also offering a PhD degree in Civil Engineering. So we have 6 faculty members and 2 supporting staff. So these are the this slide shows the faculty strength and with the photos, and each of the faculty I'll be describing with their specialization in the coming slides. So Dr. Harishan obtained his PhD from NITK Surathkal, and he has got 7 years of teaching and 3 years of research experience at NIO, National Institute of Oceanography. And his research area is structural analysis, coastal engineering, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, that is application to civil engineering. And Dr. Harikumar M obtained his PhD from NIT Calicut, and he is having a 7 years of teaching experience and 2 years of industry experience at L&T. And his research area is sustainability in geotechnical engineering and artificial neural network. Ms. Vanessa Fernandez is an ad hoc faculty. His qualification is ME in Foundation Engineering, obtained in Government Engineering College, Goa. And she's having 2 years of teaching experience and 2 years of industry experience. Her research area is geotechnical engineering. Dr. Ankit Balwamshi, he obtained his PhD from MNIT Bhopal. He is having 1 year of teaching experience. His research area is hydrology and water resource management and GIS. So Dr. Sumit Kumar is obtained his PhD from IIT ISM Dhanbad. He is having 1 year of teaching experience. His area of research is structural dynamics and earthquake engineering. Dr. Nitin VL is obtained his PhD from IIT Guwahati, and with 1 year of teaching experience, his research area is structural dynamics and earthquake engineering. And we have 2 faculty technical staff, that Mr. Soni Balan and Mr. Namrata P. Sawant, who is supporting our department in all the administrative activities. And we have got 2 research scholars currently working under the guidance of Dr. Harikumar and Harishan, Mr. Saurabh Shivare and Tanvesh Dabalkar in the area of geotechnical and structural engineering respectively. So as we already know that our institute is in the transit campus, and most of the laboratories we are depending upon the Government Engineering College and NITK Surathkal. And for the most of the things, we'll be taking our students to the Surathkal to give the lab facilities. Some of the laboratories facilities that are available in our institutes are, we have CAD laboratory CAD laboratory and surveying laboratories with recent technology, that is total station we are having, and also advanced technology that we are using currently. And also we have procured a software in the Autodesk 2010 and Midas Gen, which will be used for the analysis of the building, Midas Next, which will be used for the geotechnical analysis purpose. Now, some of the activities organized by our departments are some AICT sponsored FTP program was organized in the month June 2021, and which was inaugurated by our Honorable Director, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugeraya, and the chief guest was Professor D.N. Singh from IIT Bombay. And all the experts for this FTP was from IITs and NITs, and there were more than 200 participants were involved in this FTP. And in the month of July, we have organized an online lecture series on advanced trends in civil engineering, ATC 2021. And in this online lecture series, eminent professors and the in industry experts have given their talks. Dr. Premanand Shenoy is a founder and consultant for Roy and Shenoy. He has given a talk on structural engineering, the fundamentals how for the civil engineering, and also the Professor Katta Venkataramana from NITK Surathkal has given a talk on earthquake engineering, and Mr. Niranjana P, the president of Adani Group, has given an impact of COVID on infrastructure development. And Professor Lakshman Nandagiri, NITK Surathkal, has given a talk on civil engineering in a changing world. Mr. Praveen K. Agarwal is from CPWD, is giving a tendering process in construction sector. So Professor S.R. Gandhi, Director, SVNIT Surat, has given a talk on civil engineering profession. And Professor Subbarao, NITK Surathkal, has given a talk on coastal engineering. So some of the experts regularly will be organizing in our department by inviting the eminent professor from the national importance. You can see the photograph here from NICMAR. Professor Amit Srivastava has given lectures, and Professor K.V. Jaikumar has given a talk on joys and wonders of civil engineering. Like this, we are organizing workshops for our students to enhance their knowledge in the civil engineering field. So, and some of these selected student activities I want to present here is, so we have inaugurated the CISCO, Civil Engineering Student Council chapter in the October 2019. You can see the photograph over here. Our Honorable Director and our HOD, Professor Vaijayanti ma'am is inaugurating this ISCO, this thing. And the importance of this student is we are using in this ISCO chapter, we will be going with the field trips, lectures, inviting the lectures by the professional and distinguished engineers. Through CISCO, the department build a bridge for lively interaction between the students and industry. This is the main motto of this CISCO. Next, in the CISCO, this thing, students have organized an online event in 2020 called Utkranti 2021. This annual fest for in the Department of Civil Engineering. There were more than 250 participants were involved in the technical from across the technical institutes in India, and there were technical, non-technical quizzes, treasure hunt, AutoCAD drawings, and group discussion. Oh, this was purely organized by the students, and no faculty were involved here, and it was a grand success. And this was inaugurated by our Honorable Director on 31st October, and it was a grand success. I can tell you that the complete things was involved by the student itself. And some of the industrial and academic visit, as you see, we have visited a new campus, and the students were educated how the construction process will be happening, and we are taken to different buildings, the construction activities, so that students will get the knowledge practically as well as theoretically, so that they can enhance their knowledge. So we have visited RMC plants, also the in Goa shipyard for the interaction with the industries. And this is an academic visit. We have visited an CSIR NIO for the coastal zone management organized by the Bureau of Indian Standards and CSIR, and we have organized some of the workshops in the institute itself, and we have went to the visit for the Surathkal laboratory visit. And some of these students' achievements. So there are many achievements. Only few of them I'm just taking up. That Miss Arkavati Ganga Pratima, winner of the exemplary competition, and also he was a finalist in Icon Entrepreneurs competition among the 300 teams organized by IIT Gandhinagar. And Silver Tire, I am a remarkable facilitator awarded by Google. And Mr. Shefali and Fardeen has secured prizes in various events at NIT Goa. With I just conclude our department. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, thank you very much, Professor Harish and Professor Sriraj. Now, I'm going to present the departments of APS and HSS, which is a multidisciplinary department.
Double acting. Is she serious today? Smiling.
It's going to be a very brief presentation, and the department offers all the foundation courses. The department offers all the foundation courses. The Department of APS, that means Applied Sciences and Humanities and Social Sciences. So the objectives of the department is to offer immediate insight in all the foundation courses, which is a necessity in the first year. And we also try to build the students into well-rounded personalities, because apart from the basic, the foundation courses, we offer value-added courses like values and ethics, environmental science, and physical education. So, because all these value-added courses can make students self-reliant to accept challenges, and we also look after the aspect of critical thinking, because which is the key area of the new national education policy, critical problem solving, critical thinking, and decision-making skills. So our teaching pedagogy is basically outcome-based pedagogy, and we also emphasize the metacognitive approach for all the basic subjects, because we know that learning from secondary further onwards will fall apart unless you don't know how to think independently. And the focus is on project-based learning or task-based learning. And this is the profile. So the total staff members include 13 out of the 10 are teaching, 3 are non-teaching, and one associate professors 5, 3 professors 2, and around faculty members 3. So, and all of them have the highest qualification as PhD. And Dr. Sanjay is the Associate Professor of Physics, Dr. Learner-Centric Associate Professor of Chemistry, Dr. Ravi, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Dr. Ravi Prasad, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Krishna, Associate Professor of Mathematics, then we have Suman and Sheila Reddy. And in the HSS department, I belong to HSS department. Apart from me, Dr. Sunil Kumar is there, who is the Assistant Professor of Economics at Rajana. And apart from that, we have 3 non-teaching staff members, Ms. Priyanka, Ms. Prabhati, and Ms.
Hello, madam. Just I'm interrupting. Your voice is very noisy. Actually, we are not audible. Just check that. Yeah.
Yes. Is that okay?
Fine. Dr. Prashant?
Yeah,
It's fine, ma'am. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now fine.
Okay, so Ms. Priyanka, Ms. Pragati, and Mr. Rajkumar, they will help you with all your queries and with your bona fide certificate, with your scholarship form filling, all these, they will assist you. And we have research scholars like 27, and then out of them 3 have completed. So full-time scholars are 17, out of them 2 are under ICCR, they are foreign candidates, and then part-time scholars 10. And the 3 scholars from the department will be conferred the degree of PhD in the coming convocation, which is to be held on 23rd December. Then this is a profile of Dr. Saidi Reddy, who would teach you physics and who would also help you in inculcating your research queries, because all the faculty members of the department are deeply engaged into research. So it's his brief profile, and at the same time, he's also the SPY coordinator, and I would request you to be a part of this SPY club, that Optics Photonics Club. Then we have Dr. Velavan Kathirvelu, Associate Professor of Chemistry, who is also the Dean Students Welfare. You have already listened to him a while ago on the details of student activities. So this is his brief profile. And then we have Dr. Ravi Ragaju, our Chief Warden. He also has spoken to you about rules and regulations in the hostel. And he's also the Associate Professor of Mathematics. Then we have Dr. Ravi Prasad, who is also the Associate Professor of Mathematics. And then we have Shankar Ganesh sir. He's also the Assistant Professor of Mathematics and his brief profile. And then Dr. Suman is there, who would teach you physics. Then Dr. Shiva Kumar, who would teach you mathematics. And Dr. Hivale sir, he would teach you English. And I request you to remember them by faces because it's online. So that's why we felt that photograph is a necessity. And then we have Dr. Sunil Kumar, who would teach you in the higher semester. He would teach you economics. Then myself, you have to interact with me as HOD. And then Miss Priyanka, she is the lab assistant for physics. Then we have Pragati, lab assistant for chemistry. And then Mr. Rajkumar, who is a multitasking staff, and he's always approachable over phone for different queries, mostly the scholarship queries and bona fide certificate queries. So he will attend the calls and he will send it to the concerned person, Mr. Amit Kabiraj in the office. And you take away points from us that we maintain integrity and transparency, and we work towards collective interest because all these students of the institute first encounter us because we teach all the foundation courses, so we try to foster harmony. We don't encourage ethnocentric behavior because in the first year, it is multiracial and multicultural. And our faculty members are always approachable in times of need. And this is our request that put your best foot forward. We are there to assist you and facilitate your learning. So have a good day and have a good journey onward. Thank you. So may I now request Dr. Purushottama, the HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, to offer a brief overview of the department.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Please let me know whether my slides are changing.
Yes, sir.
Respected Director, sir, Professor Gopal Mugeraya, sir, and the Chief Guest of today's function, Professor Prasad Krishna, sir, Deans, my fellow HODs, colleagues, proud students, and proud parents. Let me first congratulate each one of you for becoming the part of NIT Goa family, and in particular, congratulate and welcome the one who got admitted to the Computer Science and Engineering department. I wholeheartedly, on behalf of the department, welcome each one of you to this CSE family. The department inducted its first batch in the year 2010, and it has inducted its first M.Tech batch in the year 2014, and also it started its first session of the PhD program in the year 2014. The department is proud in producing 7 B.Tech batches till today starting from 2010, and it is also proud to produce 5 batches of M.Tech. And total PhD students which have been inducted to Computer Science department are 41, of which 12 have completed their PhD and they have been awarded with the PhD degree. Now, I take the pride in introducing the faculty of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. And on an average, each faculty of our department is having around 8.5 years of experience at NIT Goa. So Dr. Damodar Reddy Edla, he completed his PhD from ISM Dhanbad. He is currently serving as Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. He currently works in the area of artificial intelligence, medical imaging, and wireless sensor networks. I ask you people to look at these keywords, right? And you will be hearing about all these keywords like artificial intelligence, machine learning, security, and all these networks and all. And you will be finding appropriate people who will be working under these areas. We have
little slow, Purushottam, little slower. Just put the mic back.
Hello.
It's echoing. It's echoing. Slow. Talk slowly.
Okay.
Space. Yeah.
We have Veena Tenkanudia.
She obtained her PhD from IIT Madras, and she is currently working as associate professor in the department. She works in the area of applied machine learning, applied to computer vision, speech processing, and text. And also she works on time series analysis of weather data. Dr. Purushottama B.R., he obtained his PhD from NIT Warangal, currently working as an associate professor in the department, and he currently works in the area of cryptography and information security. Dr. Keshavamurthy B.M., he obtained his PhD from IIT Roorkee, currently working as associate professor in the department and working in the area of data mining. We have Dr. S. Mini, who obtained her PhD from University of Hyderabad, currently working as associate professor in the department. Her area of interest are wireless sensor networks, swarm intelligence, and Internet of Things. Dr. Pravati Swain, she obtained her PhD from IIT Guwahati, and she obtained her postdoc from University of Missouri, Kansas City, USA. She is working as an assistant professor in the department. Her area of interest lies in software-defined networks, computer networks, game theory. Dr. Venkat Naresh Babu Kupili, who obtained PhD from IIT Delhi, is currently serving as assistant professor in the department. His area of interest lies in soft computing. Dr. Modi Chirag Navid Chandra obtained his PhD from SVNIT Surat and is serving as associate professor in the department. He works in the area of blockchain security and privacy, cloud computing, and smart grids. We have Mrs. Elga V. Lobo, who is a faculty on contract in the department. She obtained her M.Tech in computer science and engineering from BTU. Her areas is in data structures and algorithm. Now I take pride in introducing the staff of our department who will be assisting you people in the smooth functioning of the laboratories. Mr. S. Sudarshan, who obtained his BCA and is currently working as a technical assistant. And we have Mr. Venkat R. Grandi, who is with the MCA and is currently the technical assistant in the department. And we have Mr. Kokate Santosh Parvatrao, who obtained his B.Tech and is currently the technician in the department. So the department has the following laboratory facilities to cater the needs of the curriculum. And it has 2 UG labs with 60 desktop PCs, and it has PG lab with 20 desktop PCs, and it has research lab, which is with 25 desktop PCs. Apart from that, this has these equipments which are obtained from several external agencies. So as you are very keen to see that you have already heard from the training and placement officer, the department has an impeccable record of placement with 100%. I hope that when your batch will come to the end of the 4th year, you will keep up this trend of maintaining the 100% placement. Not only that, as you are observing that we have to improve the quality. Now getting the placement right, yes, companies are coming. Not more companies, you are entitled to have a job because you are an NIT graduate. You are going to get it, but I ask you to land up in a quality job, right? That should be the goal. Sir?
You have to tell it as a writer, sir. Unless they sincerely try not to get a job, they'll get a job.
No, they will definitely get a job. I want them to raise the bar, okay, so that not only 100% will raise the bar, getting the jobs. So the department actively involves in research, and I am happy to mention that faculty and students publish their results in the reputed peer-reviewed journals and conferences. Plus, I want to mention that even B.Tech students are publishing their papers in the peer-reviewed journals and conferences. For the last 5 years, this is the count, correct now, which you, as a B.Tech student, you may not be. When you come to the 4th year, you will be seeing that what exactly these terms are, international journals and international conferences are. Their results are being published in this, and in total, department in the last 5 years has a good record of 190 journals, and it has 153 proceedings. And I am happy to say that the department is also engaging in research work, correct now, and it has around 4.78 crores of research project work which are currently undergoing in the department. So with the sound teaching and learning process, and also with the research, correct now, we are hoping that we are heading in a right direction so that we can serve you better to realize your dreams. So I want to mention that these are all some of the things which you will be keen, and I ask you people to keenly watch this. The alumni, which I am primarily I am now focusing on the undergraduates, where actually after 4 years, these alumni are finding their place into. most of them, they will be finding themselves in the MNCs, multinational companies. Not only that, they will be also aiming at the higher studies, and some of them will be pursuing their higher studies in Indian universities, reputed and established Indian universities, and also higher studies in abroad. I ask you people to set your goal today, so that you will ask yourself the question at the end of the 4 year. I ask you to set two fundamental goals. One is to have a job at the end of the 4th year, and also have an admission letter in your hand for a reputed institute. After 4 years, you choose which one is appropriate, where interest lies. I ask you not to close the door in the beginning itself. Okay, you should not decide that I am going to work in the job itself, so that I'm not going to focus on the higher studies. And I'm going to focus on higher studies only, I'm not going to get the job. This dilemma should not be there. There should be primarily two fundamental goals. I will have a job, and I will have an admission letter to a reputed institute, and there you try to open the door after the 4 years where you want to go to. So there are some best practices for you people to realize, towards your B.Tech degree. One is that for the needy students, the department organizes remedial classes apart from the regular classes which happens. And also there is a peer-to-peer teaching. We believe that peer-to-peer teaching will help in help more in your learning process, where we will attach each peer to every other person so that the learning takes place apart from the classroom also. So our faculty, I'm happy to that they are going to give the projects which are going to lead for the publishable results, and also the courses to give the hands-on experience. They will be given course-related projects, where you will not be missing the practical component in the theoretical subjects. So we give emphasis on industry exposure to students through internship. It is a mandatory program, as Dean Academic has announced that it has to carry out in the 3rd year or the 2nd year, so that you have to have industry exposure, so that you see that what exactly you will be going to do it in the industry. This is very important as an undergraduate. Though you are going to enter the portals of the computer science engineering department exclusively in the 2nd year, I ask you people to take up this in the 1st year itself. You should participate in hackathons, programming contests, and competitive examinations. And I believe that these are all the things which are going to motivate you and further, progress in computer science and engineering. And we specially focus on undergraduate students to motivate the interested students pursue their higher studies in the established universities. And I am from the past, the department seeing the trend that even B.Tech students are getting direct entry to the PhD to some of the leading IITs. So you have to take a cue out of this. Not only that you will be lining up in a job, but also that you can get into the direct entry into the PhDs in the leading and established IITs. And we believe in taking the constant feedback to streamline the teaching and learning process. We meet you twice in a semester to receive both technical and non-technical feedback, and so that the teaching and learning process will be streamlined. And department organizes periodically some of the workshops, short-term courses on the state-of-the-art topics where you can gain the knowledge outside the classroom. And one of the unique series which this department has started is, will you believe in that as a 1st-year student, you will be, or a 2nd-year student, you will be thinking that what I have to do so that 4th year I will be industry ready. So we have started a unique program called Alumni Talks and Lecture Series, where in this Alumni Talks and Lecture Series, we are approaching the alumni from the past 8 years, and they will be addressing every month, telling you what they will be basically sharing the success stories, and they exactly tell you what you are supposed to do in the 4 years of B.Tech, so that you will be landing up in somewhere in the organization, what the organization is going to expect from you. So I once you enter, right, from 20th, right, I ask the computer science students, or I'll open for all the 1st-year students, in the sense that you people will be able to hear from some of the alumni, and you will set your goals. I believe that what you do inside the classroom is, what you do outside the classroom is as equally important what you do inside the classroom. These are all the alumni talks and lecture series of the one which is going to help you to just set your goals in achieving the skill sets outside the classroom, so that you will be industry ready at the end of the 4th year. So I will have some words from my side, and as a teacher and as a head of the department, I just take from this Palladios, who is the great Hungarian mathematician. He has mentioned that television is something that the Russians invented to destroy American education. And I feel that this slide, I have to refer it, this is very, very relevant. Why? Because I have some suggestions for you. This detox social media, that's very, very important. These are all not the things that we can teach inside the classroom to you. These are all the things that you have to learn outside the classroom. Social media is something that, which is, you have to see that how much time you consume yourself on social media, because that is going to determine how much progress you are going to make academically in this B.Tech degree. And my also suggestion is, don't be a victim of procrastination. If your dependency is on social media, and you will be definitely unknowingly will be doing procrastinating yourself, deviating from your goal. And I suggest you to participate in competitive programming a contest, rather than depending on the social media and being the victim of procrastination. And results are very, very important, I understand, but don't forget the process, that you are going to follow to get the result. That's very, very important, where a lot of learning happens. And I know that not every finger is very same, every person is different, the learning capability is very different, but the goal is very, very slow, very, very same. But the thing is, the work that we are going to do, maybe some may be slow, some may be fast. On the way, you may fail, but never give up, because ultimately your goal should be to achieve what you dream today. And you dream what you want today, and after 4 years, when we meet at the same thing, you have to ask the same questions, whether I realize my dream. And here is computer science department, which is going to help you to realize your dream, that what you are going to dream today. So I want to end up with 2 famous quotes by these great personalities. And it is the quote from Michael Jordan. I quote, he has told that I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I have missed. And I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. I am hopeful that you have to take a message out of this, right? So that's what the effort is required. You may be aware of this J.K. Rowling, who is also the Harry Potter's author. And I quote from her quotes, some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something. Unless you have lived cautiously, you might not have failed at all, but in which case, you might have failed by default. So don't be afraid of trying something out of the box. You have to move out of the comfort zone. The institutes like NIT allows you to try. Even if you fail, it gives an opportunity to come up, so that you are going to live the life that you dream. So at the end, I want to wind up by mentioning that computer science and engineering has plenty of opportunities. Only thing is you should be ready, and we are here to help you to make it ready to grab them. Thank you.
My dear friends, you should keep meeting the HOD and faculty of all department only, but for 2 reasons, 2 young. One for marks, one for money. So these 2 issues should not go, otherwise you should keep meeting the HODs, faculty, and thank you. Thank you, Prasad.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now, may I now request the HOD of EC department to present a brief overview of the department. Dr. Prashant.
Yeah. So thank you, madam. So I am extremely sorry for all the people who are there. So we are little ahead of the schedule. So it doesn't mean that we are there is a mistake. It means that we over deliver. So we always over deliver. So let me start my presentation. See, dear students and parents, orientation program for an institute like NIT Goa is a celebration. It's a festival for us. So unfortunately, due to this pandemic, all our multi-dimensional celebrations has been reduced to these PowerPoint presentations. So hopefully we will meet in person at the earliest so that we can start celebrating again. So am I audible and my screen is there?
Can you please go for presentation mode?
Full screen.
1 second. I am in the presentation mode only.
No, you go for full screen mode, PPT.
Full screen PPT.
Okay. So let me start with a Sanskrit shloka. Ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurun militam mena tasmai shri gurave namaha. I bow down and salutations to all the gurus because of which this holy country, this land is as today. So, and on behalf of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, I welcome all the students for this orientation program. So this is the bird's eye view of our department. A humble beginning in 2010 it started. We offer courses in UG, that is B.Tech in ACE, and PG in a specialized area of electronics, that is very large scale integrated circuits, and of course PhD in broad spectrum of engineering. So objective of any department, before actually explaining the objective of our department, I would like to share this quote of Maharshi Rabindranath Tagore in Gitanjali. He said this: I have had my invitation to the world's festival, and thus my life has been blessed. It was part at this feast to play upon my instrument, and I have done all I could. This is what Rabindranath Tagore says in Gitanjali. So he says that we are here on this earth by the invitation of God, and our role is to play upon an instrument. And what Rabindranath Tagore says is he has played it. I have done all I could. That's what the satisfaction he says at the end. So your role is, you are also here by the invitation of the God to witness the festival of knowledge in NIT Goa, and you have your own instrument to play upon. As a teacher, my instrument is to play the giver's delight, and your instrument is to enjoy the receiver's knowledge. And any institute for that matter celebrates its ecstasy if this giver's delight synchronizes with receiver's knowledge. So as much as you can receive knowledge, so much we can enjoy the giver's delight from our side. So this is the broad perspective of our objective, and we create best learning environment to equip you to solve real life problems and to enable you to meet the requirements of technocrats and to make you global leaders to finally solve the bigger problem of the society. This is the objective of our department. The backbone of any institute for that matter is this: the life should transform from information to talent. Nowadays you get information everywhere, as Purushottam was telling, from social media to Google, everywhere you get information. But assimilating the right kind of information to right knowledge is what actually very important. So we focus on initially assimilating, understanding and assimilating the information to knowledge. Finally, knowledge, when you apply, it becomes a skill. That's what you're going to learn in your laboratories. And skill, when you apply to a bigger problem, it becomes a talent. This is what actually the tree for you to grow, not just become engineers, not just seekers of job, but you should be deliverers of job. So you should give job instead of seeking job. So much of data is there. Now we will train you how to refine the data so that we can scale up. This is the whole objective of our department. So we have very vibrant faculty. I am in the alphabetical order of the first name. I am listing the faculty. First, I would like to introduce Dr. Anirban Chatterjee. He is Associate Professor and also Associate Dean of Research, and his areas of, he has PhD from NIT Durgapur. His areas of research are, so please observe these keywords. These are very important: antennas, RF and microwave, evolutionary algorithms. And he teaches electromagnetic theory and advanced antenna theory. If anybody is interested in these areas, please approach him. And he is also a recipient of the prestigious Gandhian Young Technological Innovation Award 2019. Our Lalatindugiri, most happening guy in the institute, he is also our training and placement officer. He works in the area of infrared thermography. He has several research grants from India and abroad. He works in the areas of devices and VLSI technology. Dr. Lokesh Kumar Brahmane is assistant professor, recently joined our institute, PhD from IIIT Jabalpur. He has a wide range of research interests. He has joined fresh. So biosensors to antenna design to VLSI circuit design. Dr. Mallikarjun R.M. Shetty associate professor, and of course Warden's Boys Hostel. So all those students who are coming from different parts of the country, so you have to approach him. He is also a warden. And of course, his PhD from IIT Kharagpur, and the research areas are microwave imaging, terahertz imaging, inverse problems. So please just carefully observe these keywords, and also you should see their face also. Dr. Nitin Kumar YB, PhD from IIT Kharagpur. Areas of research is data converters, analog and mixed signal design, microelectronics and VLSI. And he is recipient of prestigious awards from MIT, Government of India. Vishweshwaraya PhD program is the facilitator, and also he has awarded the Best Researcher Award from Government of Italy. Professor Dr. Pragati Patel, Assistant Professor, and also Warden's Girls Hostel. So please, all the girl students, so please note this. And she's PhD from IIT Bombay, antennas, RF and microwave, wireless power transmission. These are the cutting areas of research which she is pursuing. Dr. Shivanarayan Patidar, Assistant Professor in the Department of ECE. He works on various biomedical state parameters like biomedical signals, ECG, EEG, and signal analysis. Of course, he used those signals and applied various machine learning algorithms to solve the problems in the diagnostic domain. Dr. Trilochan Panigrahi, Associate Professor and Dean, IRAA, Institutional Relations and Alumni Affairs. And he is a PhD from NIT Rourkela. Areas of research is in signal processing for wireless communication. That is the next generation signal processing research he is doing. Millimeter wave communication, nano WSN, and Internet of Things. These are his areas of research. And finally, Dr. Vasanta, Associate Professor, and of course, he is also Dean, Planning and Development. His PhD from NITK Surathkal. His research areas are in low voltage, low power analog mixed signal circuits, continuous time filter circuits, and system on chip. Dr. Veera Kumar, you have listened to him, Associate Professor and a very busy Dean Academics for today. And his PhD from Anna University. His areas of research is image compression, image denoising, object detection and tracking, medical image analysis. So most cutting edge image processing research he is doing. And Dr. Shubhra Chakravarti is Assistant Professor on contract, very young and energetic. And he works on nanoscale devices and nanotechnology with PhD from NIT Agartala. And of course, he has a postdoctoral fellow and also a research engineer at prestigious universities in Korea. So when you come here, you can meet him, talk to him, very vibrant guy. And myself, Prashant, Associate Professor, and my responsibility as on today is also, with all humility, I am the head of this department. I did my PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, and postdoc from Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. I work on the nanotechnology, low-cost point-of-care devices, biophotonics and sensors and nanoscale. So I currently am working on designing and developing ultra-low-cost sensors for early detection of deadly diseases like cancer. Recently, we are working on developing sensors on papers. Okay, the paper which you used to write, we are making sensors on them. So if you are interested in this kind of areas of research, if you want to collaborate and if you want to learn, please approach all of us. We are available to you all the time. And very, very dedicated technical staff, Mr. Rameez Rahman, he is there in the control room there, and he is making all the this whatever live telecast is happening, his contribution is there in that. His BE is in electronics and communication engineering, and he is also a computer science guy. Okay, his interest is in computers. So if you have any problem with your computer later, you can approach him. He'll solve that for you. So Patita Pavan Pradhan is a technical assistant, B.Tech in electronics and communication engineering with lots of experience in electronic circuit design and testing. All of them will be helping you in your laboratories while rigging up the circuit. Okay, when your CRO is not working, your function generator is not working, they are there to help you. Mr. Sriram Kumawat, B.Tech in electronics and communication engineering. He will also be there in the office of ECE to collect your papers and all. So very nice guy. And Nikhil Uday Nayak is a technician, be in electronics and communication engineering. Electronic circuit design and testing is his area. He will be there in our electronic design laboratory. So you can approach him for any of your issues in electronic circuit designs. Dharamlal is the new technician who joined our institute. Of course, M.Tech in optoelectronics and laser technology. Somebody is, and we will be using him in developing our next generation optoelectronics laboratory, which we are going to do in our new campus with the guidance and support of our beloved director. These are our research grants. We have around 4 crores of research grants from various funding agencies, starting from Department of Science and Technology to Science and Technology Facilities Council UK, and around 30k euros and 7.5 lakh of in the pounds of rupees is there in various ongoing and closed projects in a broad spectrum of areas, starting from devices to nanotechnology to communication to signal processing. These are our research groups. Why basically I'm telling you is, suppose if you are interested to work in digital signal processing, signals and systems, please contact Veera Kumar. He works on image processing. Shivnarayan Patidar, as I told, variable state parameters like ECG, EEG, electrocardiogram, EEG, electroencephalogram. These are the kind of signals he is working on. So if you are interested, you approach them. The next one is VLSI, Dr. Vasanta and Dr. Nitin. So very large scale integrated circuits. So if you want to really work on the integrated circuit technology, please consult them, right? You should start now. This is what actually you should focus, and you should keep your goal right now. Okay, and a goal without a plan is just a wish. So you have to start planning also. That's why I am just giving this information. Start planning. And communication, next generation communication, strong group of Trilochan, Anirban, Mallikarjun and Pragati Patel. They work in various wide spectrum of communication. Of course, it is communication. You are going to become communication engineers for the future. So just approach them. And of course, this nanoscale devices, as I was telling you, devices at nanoscale and microscale. So this is nanotechnology is the next generation research area. Dr. Lala Tindugiri, myself, Prasad, Dr. Lokesh and Dr. Shibro, we are working in developing the micro to nanoscale devices to solve various problems of the community. So if anybody in the institute, those who are joining, if you are interested to work in any of these areas, please approach us. So these are our academic infrastructure. All we need to provide you the state-of-the-art facility is there with us. Only thing is the space is little constrained, but with the able guidance, mentorship and hard work of our beloved director, we will be moving to a new campus shortly. So we get enough space there. So, but the space is not a constraint for our performance. We are performing very well. So there are hardware labs, computer laboratories, and all adequate labs. So 2 UG undergraduate labs are there, 1 post-graduation labs are there. All adequate facilities are there to cater the needs of your undergraduate education. So research infrastructure. So for signals and systems, as I told you, for various physiological monitoring systems are there with us. All right. So you can start engaging with a short-term project with these faculties, and you can utilize them. Communication, a lot of equipments are there, from antennas to spectrum analyzers to softwares like CST Studio Suite is there. Most of them are procured from various funding agencies by our faculty in communication. So please make use of them. We have institute has procured MATLAB software also. And for VLSI, we have PCB prototyping machine. We have a 3D printer also, and of course a workstation, and it is loaded with lots of cutting-edge softwares. So please contact VLSI people. Nanoscale devices, we have microscopes, function. We have a fluorescence microscope, particle size analyzer, wet bench, biosafety hood, and a spectrum of equipments there to create fabricate devices at nanoscale. And of course, thermal camera, FLIR, you should approach Lala Tindugiri. He works on thermal imaging. If anybody is interested, please approach him. This is something which I want to tell you. Student achievements. We are not just generating undergraduate engineers. Our placement is 95% to 100%, as Purushottam sir was mentioning. So, and also placement officer was mentioning. Other than that, a few achievements. One of our, so these are the alumni whom you will be in touch with once you join the institute. So many alumni are there. Out of them, a few I am listing here. Mr. Harsh Hegde is doing his post-graduation in Pennsylvania State University, US. Mr. Ishan Varnekar is doing his higher studies in University of Michigan, USA. Mr. Satyanarayana is in University of Pavia, Italy. Ms. Srija is at Arizona State University. Ms. Kausalya is at Purdue University. You know, Purdue University is one of the top 10 universities across the country, across the globe. And Prasad Chandodkar is at Cranfield Institute of Management in London, which is a very prestigious institute. And other than that, see, one of the important achievement, one of our student, Ms. Preeti Jagadev, is one of the top 25 renowned women scientists in optics around the world based by USA. And one other important thing I want to mention is she's the only Indian to be featured in the list as on today, which includes the scientists from NASA USA. So you should get motivated from these things. With all humility, I'm telling you, there is nothing like proud or the thing you go there. With all humility, I'm telling you, because you should get motivated and you should excel. And Mr. Devan and Mr. Kalyan Eskola, both are students of our Anirban Chatterjee, shared Gandhian Young Technological Innovation Award along with him. And of course, a lot of vibrant activities. We are just it is not a pajama face you need to show every day. There is celebration, right? Life itself is celebration. Your studies should also be celebration, and also there is lot of avenues for your extracurricular activities, right? So there are so the Spectra is one such institute level activity, and of course we participate in Science Film Festival organized by Government of Goa and Government of India in Goa, and our director is an active participant and he is a mentor of that. And we have a wide range of activities from quiz to t-shirt constants to robotic experiments we do. And of course community service also we are doing. Our students are going to villages and they are taking classes on robotics, educating these kids of Goa, right? School kids of Goa to motivate them to do studies in science and technology. And of course there is an active student council of ECE at NIT Goa, and IEEE student branch is also there at NIT Goa. So please join them and contribute. Finally, thanking you. Before I wind up, because I had lots of slides, I had just removed many of them, but I could not remove this just 3 days back, the entire world celebrated Gita Jayanti. This is one of the important verse of this, one of the important shloka of the Gita. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma paleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbu ma te sangostva akarmani. This is very important. Karmanye vadhikaraste. You are empowered to be total inaction. Total inaction, not inaction. Total inaction. You should work all the time. Total inaction. Ma paleshu kadachana means doesn't mean that you should not set goals. You should set goals. It doesn't mean that you should not have expectations. You should have expectation. But don't rally behind the pleasures of expectation. That is what actually the meaning of it. Don't be anxious. Don't be stressed of results. Right? God says, I am there to take care of the results. You have to be total in action. Don't have worries. Don't have stress. This is what one of the director, honorable director, who is our chief guest, he made us to calm down initially. Why we need to have calm down? That is what yogaha karmasu kaushalam. What is yogaha? Calm. Be calm in your mind. Karmaha. Do the work, then you achieve talent. That is the meaning. So that's why don't be anxious of your results. Okay. Don't expect pleasures. Don't try to derive worldly pleasures out of the results. Okay. You do total inaction and leave the fruit. I am going to give you the fruit for you. So that is the whole objective. And very important. This is the second one is very important. Most of us read the first two lines. The third line here. Ma karma phala heturbu. What is the meaning of it? Don't have arrogance of your success. God also says, suppose you have success, out of 10 lakh students who appear IIT JEE, only few thousands hardly have succeeded in securing the admission to NITs and IITs. Don't develop arrogance of it. Don't say, I am very intelligent. I worked hard. Because of that, I got. That arrogance should not be there. With all humbleness, with all humility, all right, you maintain your all innocence. Whatever you have achieved, it is because of your blessings, because of your gurus, because of your punya, you have achieved it. That should be there in your mind. Arrogance should not be there. Arrogance of success. I constructed the house. I am the owner of the family. This arrogance is there. No, I am very bright student. I am the intelligent guy. That arrogance also should not be there. Lord Krishna is telling you that. When you succeed, you don't show your arrogance. And at the same time, the last one is very important. Sattva akarmani, that is, you should not be inactive also. You should be total inaction, not inaction. Inaction in the sense you should not keep quiet without doing any work. Don't show your lethargy here. Don't show your laziness here. Right? Out of 4,000 emotions, only few positive emotions are there. Most of them are negative emotions. See here, you're seeing, no, this is your positive emotion, this is your negative emotion. This is your positive, this is your negative. Your positive emotion should bend down to negative emotion, right? Right? Then only you achieve the success. Then only achieve your hollow mind. This is whole. Then only achieve your success. So with this, let your life transcend from ordinary, not to one extra among ordinary, but from ordinary to extraordinary. Right? Your journey at NIT Goa, let it transcend you from an ordinary to extraordinary. With these few words, I thank the organizers of this orientation program to provide me an opportunity to introduce my department with all humility. Thank you. Thank you. Sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu samasta kalyana bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you.
Dr. Prasad means to us, this department is unique, has got a very three powerful MOUs, one with the India University, and other with the Intel, and other with the Siemens. These all the three MOUs we signed with the NIT Goa, they are very effectively utilized by this department, and the students are getting the benefit out of these interactions. Good, very nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good, very nice.
Thank you, Dr. Prashant. May I now request the HOD of EEE Department, Dr. Amol Rahulkar, to offer a brief presentation of the department.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you can proceed.
The slides are visible, I hope so.
Screen also.
Sir?
Yes, you can make it full screen mode.
Yeah. Is it changing, huh?
Yes.
No.
Changing, huh?
Sir,
No,
full screen,
you
sir.
use that,
Full screen mode.
Presentation mode, sir. Yeah.
Now?
Sir, you share.
Basically, what you do is you share the whole screen and then you go for presentation mode.
Whole screen, not one window.
Now can you see?
I just join you. I have some more meeting.
Now can we see, sir?
Yes, sir. You can.
Yeah. So, respected Director of NIT Goa, Professor Gopal Mugeraya, dear Deans, HODs, dear students, dear parents, a very good afternoon to you all. And on behalf of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, I welcome you to the orientation program. So let me brief you. I will take your 10 to 11 minutes to give you the overview on the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So basically our main objective or our broad objective of the department is to be a center of excellence in education, research and technology development, through which we shall serve to our Goan society, India and the society at the large. So the department has been established during the inception of our institute in 2010, and we are offering 3 programs, that is B.Tech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering with intake of 38, N-Tech in Power Electronics and Power Systems with intake 22, and PhD with Power Electronics, Power Systems, Control Systems, Digital Signal Image Processing. Our thrust areas of the department that we have found out is we are very much expertise in the smart grids, power electronic applications of renewable energy systems, electrical vehicles, digital signal processing, and with particular emphasis on wavelets. So the strength of our department that we have total 6 number of regular faculties, 2 ad hoc faculties. We have 5 technical staffs, Right now, we have 19 PhD scholars, out of which 7 are full-time and 12 are part-time. Till now, starting from the department 2010, we have completed the 4 scholars have been completed their PhD. We have total number of B.Tech students 93, with second year 36, third year 30, and final year 27. With the number of M.Tech students are 35, where 17 are in M.Tech first year and 18 are in M.Tech second year. So let me brief you the pillars of our department. So let me start with me. This is Dr. Amol Rahulkar, M.Tech from IIT Kharagpur and PhD from Marathwada University. My research area is vertically digital signal processing with emphasis on wavelets and the control systems. Have 3 books. This is Dr. Suresh Mikli. He is working as associate professor. He is M.Tech and PhD from NIT Rourkela with 10 years of teaching experience. His research area is basically power systems, where smart grid, renewable energy systems, power quality issues, and also on soft computing techniques he is working. Related to administration, he has worked as a Dean Student Welfare, HOD, Chief Warden, and you might have seen this face. He is the Center of In charge for UG admission. This gentleman is Dr. Venugopal Reddy. He is Associate Professor. He is M.Tech and PhD both from NIT Warangal with 14 years of teaching experience and 4 years of research experience. His research area is basically power electronic drives, where he is working on the multi-level inverter fed induction motor drives and solar PV fed water pumping systems. He has contributed as a Dean Research and Consultancy to the Institute and also Head of the Department. This is Dr. Shiraj E.S. He is M.Tech and PhD from IIT Bombay with 8 years of teaching experience and 6 months of research experience. His research area is basically power electronic converters and its applications related to energy systems, solar, wind, and other natural sources analysis and power quality improvement. He has worked as a HOD of repair department and currently he is HOD in charge for the civil engineering, and also he is the main coordinator for the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, which is like our social activity. The well-known face is Dr. C. Vajanti. She is Associate Professor, PhD from ISC Bangalore with 8 years of teaching experience and 4 years of industrial experience. See, her research area, basically power systems, where she is working on the planning, operation, and control of power systems, smart electric grids, electric vehicles. She has worked as a Dean Academics. She has worked as HOD in charge for civil and mechanical, exam cell in charge, NIRF nodal officer, and currently she is Dean Faculty Welfare. And also this semester she will be going to teach you the electrical engineering science and the lab. This is Dr. Soumitra Das, working as Associate Professor. He is M.Tech in Control Systems and PhD from ISC Bangalore. Also, he did his postdoc from Ryerson University, Canada. He is having 6 years of teaching experience with 5.5 years of research experience. His research area is basically power electronics with special emphasis on pulse width modulation techniques. He is also working as a GAN coordinator. She is Mr. Anudevi Samuel. She is assistant professor, but she is on ad hoc. She did his ME in power system engineering, and recently she has submitted her PhD thesis to GSC Goa. She is having 16 years of teaching experience with the research area is power system protection and its impacts of distributed generation in power systems also. He is Dr. Ansel on ad hoc. He is PhD from NIT Suratkal with 4 years of teaching experience and 1 year of industrial experience. His research area is power electronics, power quality. Now let me explain you the support of our department. So we have this 5 the supports, that is 2 are the technical assistant, that is Ms. Suvida and Mr. Pinaki Chatterjee, whereas 3 are the technicians, Mr. Digambar, Mr. Rohit and Mr. Martin Singh. We are also motivating them to upgrade their education. So recently Mr. Digambar has finished his diploma, Mr. Suvida joined the PhD, and Mr. Pinaki currently pursuing B.Tech through AMIE. Regarding the research, we have so many publications, but main is till now, we have the research projects sponsored from various agencies like MNRE, SERB, with the worth of approximately 3.5 crores. We have basically 3 labs. The name of that labs are Triple Lab 1, Machines Lab 1, and Simulation Lab, where we are conducting the labs for the UG and PG simulation. Where I am sitting, this is one of the simulation lab. You can see these are the special facilities and research setups we did in the department. So we have very important, that is solar radiation resource assessment station, where basically we are measuring solar radiations, temperature, humidity, wind speed, rainfall, and we will be utilizing that to predict the weather. We have rooftop solar panels to generate the energy. We have face biometric acquisition setup, fingerprint scanners, and these are the power electronic components. We have programmable AC/DC sources and the power quality analyzer, with which we are generally analyzing the quality of the power coming from the distribution center. We have PV wind battery grid connected system. We have multi-level inverters, converters, DC electronic loads, inductive loads, inverters, etc. Our aim is to provide the effective and efficient inverter. So we are working on it based on the solar energy and also wind energy also. In addition, we have the student club and we named it as a Tesla. The long form is the Electrical Student Luminous Association. In that, basically, we are organizing extracurricular activities, that is different workshops, guest lectures, field visits, and industrial visits. We are visiting to some of the industries in Goa and Karnataka. This is the list of the external experts. So probably out of India, the experts are coming with the experts from the various renowned institutes. This is regarding the B.Tech and M.Tech placement. So approximately we can see we have about 80 to 85% placement every year, and our aim is to get it the more core companies. And the rest data is like this. So we have till now 3 of our students started their own startup, and we are basically concentrating on it to have the entrepreneurs, so that we should not be job seeker, we should give the jobs. We have the 4 students which have been selected for the prestigious award called Prime Minister Research Fellowship in IITs and IISc Bangalore. Approximately 7 students are doing their MS in abroad. 12 students are doing M.Tech at IITs and NITs. 5 are doing MBAs at IIMs. And 20 students are doing PhD. Out of that, 16 from M.Tech, and directly 4 B.Tech students have been admitted in IITs for the PhD. So we have got the gate rank below 100, that is 2 numbers, and this 14 numbers are got the off-campus in the government sectors. We have also the internship for the B.Tech and M.Tech, where we are giving the full-time paid internship for the M.Tech. And these are the companies, that is Siemens, M.Tech, PRDC, CDAC, Intel, etc. And we have also a MOU which has been signed with the PRDC Bangalore, NIWA Chennai, which is the National Institute of Wind Energy, Siemens Goa, and with the Bros Automation, the MOU is in process. These are some of the selected student achievements. That is, I already told, that is 3 of our students have been started their own startups. So their names are Mr. Viresh, Mr. Aruna Bhattacharya, and Mr. Sandesh Naraju. 4 student, that is Mr. Avinash Reddy and Mr. Nikhil Patil from the B.Tech student. They are doing PhD under PMRF scheme at IIT Bombay. Mr. Ashwin is again the PMRF fellow who is doing his PhD in IISc Bangalore, whereas Mr. Kranti under PMRF is doing PhD at IIT Goa. Mr. Avinash Tarade, recently he has cleared the names of the Intelligence Bureau, that is the Assistant Central Investigation Officer. Mr. Pratyay Shetty, the B.Tech student, obtained the 2nd place in Ideas Unleashed essay competition and the elocation competition organized by Goa Shikar. Mr. Neeraj, Jeffin, Kupala, Akshata Rao, they are pursuing the MS at US and Canada respectively. Mr. Krishna Kadam, let me tell, he is the person who obtained the All India rank 53 in GATE 2019, and Mr. Kranti 98. We have M.Tech students, in addition, they are publishing their works in reputed international journals. Our PhD students also, two of them, one is selected as a postdoctoral fellow in Florida Solar Energy Center, and one of the PhD student has joined as a senior technical officer at CDI Bangalore. We are also involved in outreach activities. So some of our faculties are involved to be associate editor for various journals. We are the members for various technical program committees. We are delivering so many technical talks at various reputed institutes. We are the reviewers of reputed journals. We are the BOS members, etc. And we have also industry interaction with NIW Chennai, as I told, that is Siemens, PRDC Bangalore, and Gross Automation. We are also participating in Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, where we will be, or our aim is to solve the remote area issues with with the developing some technology. We are again organizing the workshops under GAN, ATAL, etc. And also we are quite involved in the development of resources for the society. So till now around 8 courses we have completed the recording for the video courses, and some of them are available on the YouTube. Also we have developed the database for the use of the development of effective and efficient systems. Also, some of the faculty have been developed the e-books and available on NIT Goa website. So with this, I'm very much thankful to you to listen this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So may I now call upon Dr. Damodar Reddy to give an overview of the Department of Mechanical Engineering.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Honorable Director and the distinguished chief guest of the today's function, and my respected colleagues and other attendees, parents, and my dear students, I welcome you all wholeheartedly to the family of NIT Goa. I don't want to show full movie in the trailer, so I shall make my presentation very crisp. To begin with, being in engineering always exciting. And I really appreciate and congratulate you for winning this competition of engineering process in the country, and then getting an opportunity to be one of the eminent student in one of the institution of national importance in the country, that is National Institute of Technology, Goa. So when we talk about this engineering, which was led from science, because I'm from science background, of course I'm in the Department of Engineering, but I always consider science as the forcing energy for the engineering. So engineering led by science, when you are trying to choose as one of your domain for your career, please try to understand this is your first step towards it. Like when you are completing your 10th and plus 2 and coming to a particular specialized discipline like B.Tech in computer science and engineering, electrical, electronics, chemical, mechanical and all. This is your first step towards your career, and particularly in the direction of research and development, where your first step begins. So you should select this step very carefully and get this footprint very successful to achieve all your career goals in your life. This is not your final destination like somebody has already mentioned. This is your first step towards your engineering career and goal. Now, friends, please try to understand we cannot manage in the world. Finally, it is your biodata that speaks. With managing skills, you cannot survive forever. It is actually, Purushottam, 1 second, please. So finally, what we are going to learn here is not just what you can say, we heard some topics and get some knowledge understood and then write some examination getting the rates. And frankly speaking, there is no much value for just certificate in the world of competition today and tomorrow, obviously. So it is always your achievements speak, not your managing skills. I reiterate, I hope everybody will understand. But only when you have the merit, then only you will excel in the world of competition. Because don't give, I hate giving a lot of lectures and all. But this is the real truth. One day or the other day, you're going to be successful when you achieve whatever you desire in your career of choice. So with these few words, let me share just a brief presentation of our department activities. So to begin with, welcome to Department of Mechanical Engineering, one of the small department because we started a little late, but not small in achievements. The department was established in the year 2018, comprises of many faculty members for varied expertises such as product design, thermal science, heat transfer, friction testing, TIG welding, adaptive manufacturing, optimization, and many other domains. And we have intake of 38 members in B.Tech, and we have also M.Tech program where we have the standard intake of 10+2. And then department used to have a lot of, basic facilities. Since currently we are staying in transit campus, we try to acquire what and all best possible to us. Like we have a workshop, we have a drawing hall, CAD/CAM lab with certain facility and softwares. We have softwares like ANSYS software, SolidWorks software for analysis and modeling. And then similarly, we have a Mastercom for manufacturing related experiments and simulations. And I'm happy to say that we have very bright faculty members in our department, and including active staff members. I'm going to give a brief glimpse of them in the next slides. We have currently 2 permanent faculty members, 2 assistant professors, and we have 5 ad hoc faculty members. And recently we have advertised for 3 more faculty members, which is going to be 10 now, including ad hoc and regularly. And we have 1 technical staff and 1 supporting staff. And these are the basic facilities currently we have, and many more are going to come. And we have a drawing hall, workshop, and CAD/CAM lab with SmartCom software and many other, with the Mastercom software and many other useful basic softwares. This is the overall faculty information we have. We have currently 7 faculty members other than me. I'm currently heading the department as an additional charge. I'm from Computer Science and Engineering. So we have Dr. Shanti, Dr. Prasad, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, Dr. Manvendra Tiwari, Dr. Anup, Dr. Shubham Tripathi, Dr. Praveen Pawar. We have currently 7 faculty members and 3 are going to join. And we have 2 technicians, Mr. Vijesh and Mrs. Namrata P7, very active members of good experiences 70 ITS. And they are the good images of our faculty members, including me. And I'm going to give a brief introduction of each of the faculty members which we have talked about already. So myself, I'm working as an associate professor in Computer Science and Engineering, currently looking after and working with the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Myself, I'm doing research in CNC milling process, manufacturing, geometric tool and tool vibration measurement and other good of applications in mechanical engineering. I have about 95 journals published all in international journals and 53 international conferences and book chapters, and 6 patents published and 1 granted patent, and 4 books already published. And to begin with our mechanical faculty, starting with Dr. Shanti Madam, who was very active. She's currently working as an assistant professor in our department. She has completed a PhD from ISC Bangalore. She has 4.5 years of teaching experience and 1.3 years of valuable industry experience. She currently works in assembly design, ergonomics, virtual reality, and many other state-of-the-art topics. She has multiple journals and very standard international conferences. And next we have Dr. Prasad, regular faculty. He's an assistant professor, PhD from NIT Agartala. He has also done postdoc from IIT Bombay. He has 6 years of experience, wherein he works on experimental and numerical fluid flow, CFD, and other micro nano heat transfer related techniques. And he is very active. He has published 25 journals at the very engaged, and a lot of conferences also, and multiple books as well. And we have another dynamic faculty, Dr. Pankaj Kumar. He is currently working as an ad hoc faculty, but he is serving a lot for the department, and he has done his PhD from IIT Patna, and he has 3 years of experience. He works in fracture mechanics and then fatigue failure, and then many other materials related application computational mechanics type problems. And he has about 10 journals and 7 international conferences and 1 book already published. In addition to that, he has also been part of various patents, and he has submitted multiple patents, and they are already published, and they are getting to be granted shortly. Next, we have Dr. Manvendra Tiwari. He is currently working as ad hoc faculty, very active member of our department. He has done his PhD from Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibur, Howrah, West Bengal. He has valuable 15 years of experience where he is contributing with our community, and he is into thermal engineering of his research domain. He has 7 international journals and various conferences of report and 1 book as well. Dr. Anup is another ad hoc faculty who has done his PhD from IIT Madras, very active member of our department. He has experience of 1 year, and he works in tribology, rolling contact, fatigue, bearing, and gear materials type related problems. He has 7 very valuable journals and 7 international conferences and 1 standard book publication also. And Dr. Shubham Tripathi, who recently awarded with PhD, she is working as ad hoc faculty, She has done her PhD from MNNIT Allahabad. She works on supply chain management and Industry 4.0 applications, optimization in production system, and many other hot topics. She has about 7 international journals and 7 conferences and 1 book publication as well. And last, we have Dr. Praveen Pawar, but not least, is an ADAC faculty, PhD from NIT Jamshedpur, research area traditional and non-traditional machine process, manufacturing engineering, and material sciences. He has multiple journals, 7 journals and 5 conferences and 1 book chapter. And we have not only teaching staff, we have our strength in terms of our non-technical, non-teaching staff also, supporting staff. They are very active, though they are just very less in number. We have Mr. Bijish, technical assistant of our department, and Mrs. Namrata Sawant, combinedly working for both civil and mechanical engineering departments. Both are very active and they never keep anything pending. And I request the student to make a note of them. They'll always be there to help you, including the faculty members. And I'm proud to say that Mr. Vijay has been part of multiple patents also in the institute, working with the various faculty members. Being a technician and non-teaching staff, still he has shown his affinity towards the research, and I'm very happy to be part of such innovations. And our department used to conduct multiple visits since we have a shortage of space. We don't want to have that shortage of merit. Therefore, we are going to have whatever is trying to acquire in the nearest places like NIT Suratkal, Goa Engineering College and all. We are trying to provide our best, whatever is possible, to our student. And I would like to make this to the parents also. Whatever we don't have, we try to provide in a best possible way. And our Honorable Director is working all the time to make and give the best experiences to all the students in best possible manner. So some of the snapshots you can see where and all we have visited with some of the participants. Next, some of the student achievements, like some of the students were awarded with Student Innovation Grant from ISC Bangalore, and that was happening over a nationwide evaluation with very tough evaluation, about 20-30 proposals, out of which only quite a few of them were selected. And similarly, some of the students were won a lot of competitions, as is already seen. Since the time is running, I'm not going to highlight many of them, but our department is small, but not in achievements. And many other faculty members are actively working, and we have a lot of challenges. And of course, we have valid future plan also, that is trying to give the best experiences to the student community, like I mentioned, identifying the state of their topic related to like renewable systems, signal processing and control, intelligent power systems, and modifying the curriculum according to the current state of the needs, and then providing consultancy services and internships to the student, and many other goals we have, which we are going to have with. So in line with the institution, with the mission and vision of the institution, we are working hard. The Department of Mechanical Engineering is working hard, and I'm very proud to say that our faculty community is very dedicated, and they are very reachable to the student, and whenever the students are in need of any information, they are always providing, irrespective of any time. And we are sure that we are helping, or we are in the direction of achieving the institute mission and vision with the help of the department mission. So that's all from the department side. I hope this is just a glimpse of the department. Don't think this is the complete picture or the movie. We have a lot of things to see. So to conclude, friends, getting an admission into an institution of national importance is not a joke, and particularly don't compare NIT Goa with other new NITs. There is a lot of something, extra that you can see compared to the remaining NITs or any other standard renowned, because based on my experience, I visited more than 100 colleges. I have given lectures in more than 120 colleges all over the country, except Jammu Kashmir. I went everywhere. So I have, based on my experience, I'm saying you will have a lot of things to see at NIT Goa. Don't see the physical structure of that and come to a conclusion. And then finally to say, just give your best to the institution and get best out of the institution, and do exactly what you say and say exactly what you do. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best to the students and everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. And I thank all the HODs and the students, newly admitted B.Tech students, for your patient hearing. Now we have come to the closer of the program. May I now request Dr. Vaijayanti, Dean Faculty Welfare, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Honorable dignitaries, dear students and their proud parents, the faculty and staff of NIT Goa, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to everyone. And I take this privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this ceremonious occasion. On behalf of NIT Goa
Time
and
is over. It is the vote of thanks. It is the vote of thanks. My part is done.
could you please mute? On behalf of NIT Goa and my own self, I convey my deep regards and hearty thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Professor Prasad Krishna ji, Director of NIT Calicut, for gracing this ceremonious occasion and sharing his views and addressing our freshers of the UG program, for all his inspiring words and the essence of meditation that he has quickly shown us today. We are also extremely grateful to our director, NIT Goa, Professor Gopal Mugeraya ji, for his constant support and continuous guidance. I thank all the 6 head of the departments for throwing light and abreasting our students and their proud parents on the departmental strengths, the facilities offered and available at NIT Goa. Special thanks to Dr. Sharani, Dr. Veerakumar, Dr. Velavan Kathirvelu, Dr. Lalas Indugiri, Dr. Ravi Ragoju, for sharing the information on various key regulations, facilities and opportunities from NIT Goa. I thank the other members of the organizing committee and special thanks to the technical committee members, Mr. Venkat, Mr. Ramesh and Mr. Nijan, for the kind of work they had been doing in promoting the institute, in this case, live streaming and many other aspects. So most importantly, I would like to say our special thanks to all the fresh batch of students and their parents for their kind cooperation and patient hearing and attention. Once again, I thank our director for making this event a grand success. Thank you all. Namaskar.
So our orientation is over. Dear students,